Good morning, gamers. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, everyone. We are here for an intense bout of what I understand to be a combination between XCOM and Dangan Ronpa that works way better than it should. How we doing, everybody? Beanie John. Stub your toe, John. Well, that's mean. Jesse Ellie, thank you for the subscription. The Stunt Lady, thank you for the subscription. 20-month anniversary. Shit. Thank you, Jesse Ellie. I appreciate it. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Trekkie 140. I finished part 1 of Chainsaw Man and held off reading part 2 so I wouldn't agonize while new chapters. For some reason, I picked... Can you guys hear goddamn minds over Sinners, but I have not seen it yet. I will. From what I understand, it's about an Irish vampire trying to convince a black dude that he's nice, and I don't know why that taking me to that. My perpetuals order arrived, and I gotta be honest, I'm so impressed with the quality. Those shirts quickly became my favorite things to wear since arrival. Ultra Peg Leg Cat. People think I'm joking about the quality of Eye Patch Wolves clothing, and people keep being surprised when they're great. They are actually good clothes. They are actually nice clothes. Plot twist, thank you for the subscription. Besides Sinners, what have I actually watched this year? Let me pull up my movie sheet and go through it. Horror films I have watched this year. So far this year, I have watched 22 movies. Not a whole lot of horror movies. Yeah, I don't think I've watched many new horror movies this year. I kind of need to rectify that. So, Leslie Bestington, I would definitely be down to do more Leslie Bestington stuff at some point. Right now, I don't have any wrestling stuff booked. I did actually get an offer from a promotion to do some stuff. To be honest with you, the only reason I haven't is I'm just flat out with like 8 different weird projects that I want to kind of I want, and like with wrestling, it's all over in London, so like it takes up an entire weekend to get over and back, and it's just to go to do like work for a full week, then do that, and then work for another 5 days. It's just a lot. Leslie Bestington will make a return. I had an idea for a video recently that could fit him really well, but we'll see. Leslie and his 4 wives and 17 husbands. I forgot about that. Yeah, Great Zealous. I will get to Ember in a little bit. Let us all thank the final game for Mighty George or Mighty Greg Doge Dog. Thank you for the subscription. Great Zealous, thank you. Burn Castle 00, thank you for the subscription. Are there any more Eye Patch Wolves hoodies coming down the pipeline? Mine are getting worn out. Yes, I think we will. I think we will definitely do more Eye Patch Wolves hoodies at some point. I watched Possession because of you. Because we were disturbing horror films, and I love that movie to pieces. I also watched A Cult, and I've never been more gobsmacked by the ending of a film before. I think I haven't watched A Cult, but I hear it's good. Unless, I don't think, maybe I have? Fuck, I can't remember. Possession's an incredible movie. I don't know what happens in it, but goddamn is it amazing. Snorlaxed, thank you for the 8-month subscription. Thank you, 18 total. That's crazy. Beanie John isn't real. He can't hear. Hey, well, I look okay in this beanie. Come on. I waited too long to get my hair cut, and now my hair looks insane, so I gotta wear a beanie instead. Um, Fooly Gooly, thank you for the subscription. Ghost Dragon asks, if you could be featured as a guest character in a fighting game, which would it be and why? So number one answer is just Street Fighter. I mean, just so I can exist with those characters and hang out with them. Because I think the Street Fighter universe looks pretty chill when you're not beating the shit out of other people. So I could fight, and I could probably go to some fun hangouts. Probably spend an evening with Juri and have her terrify me to my very core. Go to a wrestling show with Ormika. Train with Ryu. It just seems fun. John looks like he could be a singer in an emo band. I mean, look, I'll take that. I'll take that. Greasy Garbage Goblin, thank you for the 7-month subscription. I would also maybe go for, I think King of Fighters World looks good, but I think you're gonna go through it in King of Fighters World. I also think kind of the same, kind of different Garou, Mark of the Wolves timeline world could be fun, which I think is a different timeline to King of Fighters. Tekken, I don't know if anyone seems like they're really having a good time in Tekken. And definitely not Soul Calibur. Definitely not Mortal Kombat. I don't want to get my fucking face punched in. Rehearsal Season 2 is off to a wild ride. Oh, Jesus, is it? Howdy there, Mr. Wolf. How are you doing? I'm okay. There's some stuff that I want to get to in a little bit here. Been a kind of trying 2 weeks. Missed the stream last week. We'll explain why in a little bit. I get so many notifications from his YouTube channel. I feel like John is an over-texting friend. Hey, look, I have two personas. One is the over-texting regular Eye Patch Wolf, and the other is the friend you never hear from, Super Eye Patch Wolf, okay? Rendale, which member of One Direction were you? I look nice in this hat, okay? I do. Is that going to be the stream? Are we all going to pretend that I don't look nice in this hat? Do you want me to do that? That would be insane. That would be fucking crazy, okay? City of Wolves is after the Fatal Fury timeline. Ghost Dragon XCOM, I don't know if that's... I think they might be taking places in different universes altogether, or that might be that Fatal Fury and King of Fighters takes place in a different universe. If you've never drilled down into it, the King of Fighters Fatal Fury timeline is fucking insane. I'm gonna hold your hat when I say this. We love the confidence, but that hat is not working. Sunflower Baby, I deem your comment incorrect, and it cannot affect me. John, what were your thoughts on WrestleMania 41? Okay, few major takeaways. There were some great matches. There were some great matches. First off, I think Jay and Gunther took a massive shit in the bed. Unfortunately, as much as I don't want this to be true, I think everyone's kind of worries were kind of right about Jay and his ability to put on a main event level match. I'm disappointed, and partially just because he put on such a good match with Roman at the beginning of the Bloodline, and I thought, like, if you're going to have a good match with anyone, it's going to be Gunther. I thought the match fucking sucked. I thought it was really, really bad. It was bad from more than just Jay, though. Like, I thought Gunther... The biggest mistake Gunther's character has made is abandoning the ring as sacred persona. It's just not good. Trekkie, my mom, 65, approves of your beanie. She thinks it's cute and everyone's being mean to you. Thank you. But yeah, I just... It was like... Whenever they have Gunther cheat, they just turn him into every other heel in the industry, and then the match was too short, and the idea of Jay, like an underdog, beating Gunther with a move he doesn't even use was fucking terrible. I have heard about the new Stardom pay-per-view, and I have got to check it out. It sounds insane. I haven't watched it yet, but it does sound really, really good. Are you playing through Expedition 33? Yes, so far I like it. I'll talk about Expedition 33 in a minute. So I thought the J match was genuinely a terrible match. Like I thought it was really bad. It was the worst possible start to his title reign, and I hate saying all that because I am a Jey Uso liker. Um, and it was a shame. The triple threat match at the end of the night was the opposite. I thought that match ruled. I thought it was really, really good. I was not excited about it, but the guys pulled it off. I thought it was genuinely great. Tiffy versus Charlotte. I think I need to watch that match again because I thought it was terrible. I was a bit sleepy when I was watching it, but I thought it was genuinely bad. Everyone seems to think it was good. I'm going to give it another shot. Night 2, best match of the entirety of WrestleMania, Io versus Ripley versus Bianca. I wish that had got more time. I really, really wish that had got more time because you had an all-time banger. It was... Then, I think, Cody versus Cena. I was excited. Okay, no, AJ versus Logan Paul I thought was bad. I think now what I'm realizing about Logan Paul, it's that Kenny Omega interview. He is athletically gifted as fuck. There is so much about wrestling the dude does not understand. There's a woodenness to him wrestling. Like, everything he does feels so rehearsed and so sterile. And it's just, I feel like it's just him trying to do the coolest shit imaginable. And I think that's going to be enough for a lot of people. But for a crotchety, pernickety, old ass wrestling fan like me, it just isn't. His matches don't have a narrative. His matches are a compilation of gifs, like side by side, you know? And I'd love to be wrong about that. Well, actually, I wouldn't because I don't actually like Logan Paul very much. But I didn't think it was a good match. And the fact that it went on for like 25 fucking minutes when Rhea and Bianca and Io got like maybe 12, it sucked so much. And yeah, so I didn't like that at all. And then John Cena and Cody was fine up until Travis Scott appeared, and that was the wettest fart I have. That is the wettest fart a pay-per-view has ended on since. I would say even more so than the Roman Reigns era. Since like bad Roman Reigns era, it was. Look, chat. I don't know who the fuck Travis Scott is. I don't know. I don't care. I think for a long time I thought he was the drummer in Blink 182. I now see that is not who he is. I don't care why I'm meant to. I don't understand why this tiny man with a fake title walking to the ring is meant to mean anything. Wooly's gonna be mad. Listen, Wooly's always mad. Wooly's always mad. He's a hateful, angry person. But that's okay, because I've forgiven Wooly, as some of you who have listened to Versus Wolves have may heard. The drummer is Travis Barker. That's it. He did a Super Bowl halftime show a few years back. Good for him. Good for that young man. I never want to see him in a WrestleMania match ever again. Travis Scott sounds like the name I would make up for the most generic of white men. I think my name's John Walsh, so I can't talk. But Travis Scott to me is like, that's your Xbox 360 era cover shooter protagonist. That's the kind of name it says to me. So yeah, generic white man. Travis Scott was given a hardcore championship. Well, that's disappointing. I love Speederoo and didn't know they were Irish. I went to their channel to check it. Push forever, and not just the banger OP was something distressing there about. Now say they go animate an AI. I know that is hoping wasn't involved in the shirt design. I haven't heard of that. I would be surprised, but no, the AI definitely wasn't involved in the shirt design. He gave me like sketches the entire way. Um, yeah, I'm not aware of that, but I don't know that that sounds right. I'll look into it. I will absolutely look into it. Um, John Cena is still funny as he. So the best thing about the whole John Cena thing has been that the best thing about the whole John Cena thing has been that like he is fucking incredible on the mic. Like the John Cena segments are so so good, and I love everything he is doing on the mic. Like it's fucking brilliant. I hope we get some good matches out of this final run as well. That beanie makes you look like you would be good at climbing. Guys, come on. Come on. The amount of abuse I am soaking up about this beanie. John, does your room have tiled flooring? No, that's wooden flooring. Why you should go bouldering? Come on. That's not an insult, John. Listen, all I know is I'm getting a lot of aggressiveness over the chat for the beanie. I have to wear the beanie in the new video as well because again I mistimed my haircut. That's all this is, chat. The beanie is out there. Hide the new final haircut. It's the lack of a hair. Like look at this, chat. Look at this fucking insanity. Do you want me to unleash that? No, of course not. Actually, I think my light might be too loud. Let me just turn that up. So this is what we get: a nice, safe stream. Just googled it, and Travis Scott's real name is actually Jacques Berman Webster III. But that's much better. Why would you change? Give us a flash of an early 2000s scene girl haircut there. A little bit for sure. Hi John, I hope you're enjoying Kamen Rider Gav. I feel like if you like Twin Peaks, I want to recommend you Fargo TV series. Oh, I love Fargo, dude. Yeah. Thank you for the super chat. I'm not familiar with what currency that is, but there is 50,000 of it. So I think I'm rich. I think I'm rich now. That's pretty much gonna do it for the stream, everyone. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure. I've achieved all I needed, and we are done. Okay, so a few little things I want to get to chat. Number one, I think I am 95% certain I am going to be at PAX next week. I'll be doing a panel with Jeff's Bizarre Adventure at 5 p.m. on the Friday, I do believe. If anyone's aware, there has been a little bit of strangeness going on over at Giant Bomb. As far as I'm aware, that's not going to affect anything. But yeah, I too would just... No, I'm not going to say anything about it. Shit's stupid. It's fine. I'm sure it's fine. Yo, you seen Sinners? Not yet, but I will. What's going on with Giant Bomb? I think if you want a breakdown of it, go to the Giant Bomb subreddit. I think the only things I could say right now would make it worse, and I don't want to. I think everything's fine. My feeling now is like there was just a bit of a weird thing with fandom, but now it's fine, and I think everyone's fine. I'm going to stop talking about it because I don't know what I'm talking about, and people are going to extrapolate it too much. That's a very brand safe answer. I like it. Well, you know me. I'm all about brand safety. Not in relation to any specific organization. Just, yeah. Okay, I guess moving on, guys. There is something I kind of wanted to talk about, and this is the reason that I didn't do a stream last week, and it kind of sucks, but I talked about this on Versus Wolves as well, so maybe some of you have kind of heard. But I want to talk about Ember. I want to talk about the dog I fostered, and it sucks, and it's a long story, which I'm gonna tell. So let's just fucking roll with it here. But basically, last time I streamed was like 2 Thursdays ago, and at that point, I would say everything with Ember was going like really, really well. Like she was just a joy. Like she was terrified of everything, but she was just a nice, sound, cool dog. And then the next day, and like that's the last time I was on stream. And then the next day, we we were cleaning. I was cleaning shit off my curtains, and to do that, I had to like go behind Ember's cage a little bit, and something about it frightened her. And I don't know, like there wasn't any sudden movements or anything, but something about it. I think what happened is she fell asleep and then woke up, and then like I like it was, sorry, it wasn't me, it was Michelle, like was just kind of standing there, and that sent her into like a screaming terror, and she got like really, really afraid, and she started sprinting around the kitchen, and all I could hear was like just madness from downstairs. Like I could hear shit getting knocked over, and just like, so I ran downstairs, and she was already back in her crate, but she had basically run around the room and like shit everywhere and gone back in her crate. And I kind of looked at Michelle, and I was like, "You okay?" And she was like, "Yeah, I'm okay." And I was like, "You looked," and I looked at Ember, and I was like, "Ember okay?" And Ember was okay, you know. And it was not a big deal at all. It's the kind of shit that happens when you're working with a nervous dog. Like I have babysat dogs before who are kind of like that. But I would say from that point on, the way I always describe it is like it was like a switch flipped in Ember's head, and from that point, like it's like she couldn't relax around us anymore. It's like she just viewed us as like a threat. And so whenever we were in the room, she'd just kind of watch us, and she wouldn't like fall asleep. She wouldn't take treats from us. She wouldn't eat when we were around. She just like, it was like she was like kind of nearly like a different dog, you know? And and like I didn't think it was a big deal at the time. Like I just, you know, dogs get scared. It's cool. It happens. But I would say from that point on, any little thing would like terrify her. Like, you know, if you moved too quickly, if you made a noise, if like at one point I took off my jumper too quickly, and I remember I looked over at her and I just saw terror in her eyes, and I was like, "Ember, no, 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 no." And she jumped up and she sprinted towards the back door, and she basically tried to leap at it, and tried to leap through a glass door. And like Ember was not a small dog. She was like quite large. Like if she stood on her hind legs, she was like taller than a human. And it was really, really hard. And like the list of things that would scare her got longer and longer and longer, and it eventually got to the point where like me and Michelle were like tiptoeing around the kitchen, and it became so fucking difficult because like we couldn't even take her outside to go to the toilet because like we couldn't put a leash on her, you know. So like she would just get terrified whenever we try anything, and she wouldn't come outside her cage either. And so what that meant is that because she's such a big dog, we didn't want to open the back door for her because we didn't want her to jump the wall and escape. So what that meant is like we had to basically wait for her to shit in the kitchen and then clean it up. And like I was cleaning up maybe 3 or 4 massive piles of shit and piss a day, but like so much so that I felt like it was becoming like unhygienic. Like that is not what our kitchen floor was built for, and I was worried about shit slipping in between the cracks, and just, oh, it got so bad. And I started to read up like accounts of people and their rescue dogs and stuff, and it started to get like kind of just sad and like a bit scary, because I was noticing like people being like, oh, I've had my rescue dog for 3 days and she just came up to me for the first time, or I had my rescue dog for 5 days and now she's starting to come out of her shell. Or I've had my rescue dog for a week and like she's, she's at the point now where she's kind of going for walks and she's coming to us and she's taking treats from us. And at this point, I'd had Ember for 10 days and like none of that had happened. Like none of that had happened at all. And so like I was reading more and more articles, and like every article, even about like the most fearful, nervous rescues, wasn't lining up. And I was getting like really fucking scared because I was kind of like, I don't know that I can keep this dog safe, but like obviously I'm not going to bring her back either. And it started to get really stressful, and she started like just howling at night, like constantly, and so we weren't getting any sleep. And then I found this article, and it was called "Taking in a Feral Dog," and it was an article about specifically housing a feral dog. And the difference between a feral dog and a rescue dog is that a feral dog hasn't had any contact with humans for like the major parts of its development. It doesn't understand humans. It doesn't understand the idea of like being friendly towards a human. If you've ever been around like a wild animal, like a genuinely wild animal, that's what Ember was like now, And so I did not know what to fucking do. Like I was so stressed out of my mind about all this kind of stuff. Like the way I describe it is like anytime entering the kitchen, it was like walking into a room with a small horse that would explode if you moved too quickly. And like I wasn't worried about Ember biting me, but I was worried about her getting panicked and either colliding with me or Michelle, because like she wasn't small, but as well she had these like big long nails, like, and like our floorboards were all like scraped up from like her kind of cutting into them. And it was like I just did not know what to do at all. And so eventually like I ended up phoning the shelter, and like because I phoned them basically being like, is there any like specialized trainer or anything we can get? And they, when I described to them what was happening and what I thought was a deal with Ember, they're basically like, okay, with a dog like Ember, the only thing you can really do is house them with other domesticated dogs in like a foster home and wait for them to learn from other domesticated dogs that humans are safe. And so the only way we can actually do anything for Ember now is if you give her up and you bring her back to the shelter. And it was like, it was one of the hardest decisions I think I've ever made. Because like despite everything, like I loved this dog still. Like I was still so in love with this dog and I still wanted to help her so much. But I knew that like I couldn't, And so I ended up bringing her back to the shelter last Wednesday. And that morning I think was one of the most like horrible mornings I have ever had, because she started getting like Tuesday night she started getting aggressive with us. I was trying to get close to her to put a collar back on her, because the problem is if a dog like Ember escapes without a collar, you're never getting her back. You are never getting her back because there's nothing to grab onto. So I had to like get a collar on her, and I got I wanted to put 2 collars on her and loop a lead through them both, because that's a good way of keeping a dog from like wriggling out of a collar. But I got one on her, and from there she like reared back and bared her teeth at me, and I was like, fuck. I was talking to a friend about it earlier in the week, and he said to me how like with some rescue animals you get to a point and that you just can't do anything for them. And that was my moment when she bared her teeth at me, because she'd never done anything like that before. And the next morning what I had to do was I had to try and put a lead on her so that we could actually bring her into the car and bring her to the rescue. But she would not let me get near her. Like anytime I went into the kitchen, she would fucking freak out. And when I say I freak out, what she would do is she would run in circles in her cage and like smashing herself against the side of the cage, like just like smashing, like, and like booking, like, imagine a horse booking but like in a small cage, and that's kind of what was happening. And she would also shit herself and then spin around and eat the shit. Like, and I read up later that's like this anxiety thing that that's an anxiety thing that dogs do. And so she was losing her mind in my fucking house, you know. And I think a part of it as well is like she had mainly been around women in the shelter, and I think she just wasn't used to being around like non-women, and I think I scared her for that reason. But what I had to eventually do is I had to sit down on the floor and then slide myself over to her really gradually. So I'd slide myself a couple of inches, she'd start freaking out, and I'd have to slide a little more. And I was doing all this with the object of like grabbing the cage door and shutting it. I just needed to shut the cage door. I needed to do that so that we could bring the cage into the car, and keep her from running off and keep her safe, you know? And over the course of about 20 minutes, I managed to like slowly make my way over to her cage, and then I brought down the cage door. And then when I did, I realized there was no latch on the cage and there was no way to keep the cage closed. And chat, like, genuinely felt like I was in a fucking horror movie, you know? And it was like, it was so hard. Michelle had the idea then that we'd get two of her spare collars and loop those collars through the cage, but then I had to like reach my fingers into this cage with this like very scared dog, and slowly like make sure that she wasn't going to go for me or snap at my fingers, whatever, and slowly shut the cage that way. And it was really harrowing. Then after that, we were able to put a blanket over the cage and just like bring her into the car. And, we were able to bring her back to the shelter then. And honestly, all I felt for the rest of the day was relief. Like, all I felt was like, thank God she didn't hurt herself. Thank God she didn't get away. Thank God she didn't like snap at us or anything. I just felt relief because it had become just a nightmare. Like, it had become just a nightmare. And then I woke up the next day and just the thickest depression, just the deepest fucking sadness I'd felt for so long, because like I had wanted a dog for so long, and I just felt like such a failure. Like just oh my God, it felt so awful. I saw some people in the chat just saying there about how the shelter never should have given her to me. What I would say there is like, this is a shelter kind of run by maybe 5 women, and they are overflowing with rescue dogs, and they are really trying to do their best by the best they can with the resources they have. So I don't blame them at all. I was talking to one of them after, and she was saying like, you never really know how a fearful rescue is going to be, and 1 out of 10 times it'll turn out just to be a dog like that where it just needs more help. And so like, I really don't blame them at all. Like, I think they were just, from their perspective, they thought it could work, and they tried to convince me that it was going to be a difficult dog, but like, I didn't listen to them, But just been like really down about it, honestly. Like, the reason I cancelled the stream last week is because I was just too sad about it, and yeah, I just needed a little bit, and I'm doing better now. Like, I'm definitely doing better now, but it was definitely heartbreaking. Like, sometimes you get down about shit and you're kind of conflicted, and it's about shit that doesn't really matter at the end of the day. It's like, you're more just kind of upset or irritated or frustrated. This was not that. This was just like raw sadness and just missing this dog. And I still miss her. Like, I despite like everything, like, I liked her so much, and I'm still really sad she's gone. Kind of a side note, but that moment on the latest podcast when Wooly made a joke about you rescuing him was so heartwarming. Uh, you saying I needed that more than I thought made me tear up a little bit. So genuinely, he said that and it was a dumb joke, but it genuinely made me feel better. Like it did really help because we recorded that episode the day after I took her back, and like you can watch that episode. I am still fucked up in it, you know. Like I am still I am still really going through it in that episode, and I'm still a bit like that, but I'm better. You know, I'm okay now. Like I don't feel too bad, but and like I don't regret giving her back because like it just had gotten to the point where I tried everything with her and I could not help her. And I think I'm going to give it a couple of months and I'm going to kind of recover a little bit and I'm going to try again. And I'm going to try and adopt another dog because I think it's an important thing to do. And I also really want a dog and I don't want like one really unfortunate experience to kind of ruin the whole thing for me. But, yeah, that's been my last 2 weeks, chat. That is where I've been at. And I'm definitely doing better. But I am also still like, you know, a little down over it. I don't regret it. Like, believe it or not, I don't regret anything. Like, I learned so much about myself and Michelle and dogs. And Michelle was like so sweet with this dog. Like, just seeing her with the dog was so great. But this is why Wooly is the good guy and a great friend to you. Well, look, I'll give it to him on that. Why do you want a dog so bad? Because I love dogs. At several point, at one particular point in my life, a small angry dog was my best friend for a couple of years, and I loved her so much. And I love dogs. But I think next time I will just be a little more careful about picking a dog and maybe just try and make sure that me and her are like a good fit from the outset, because this was rough. This was pretty rough. And like the shelter, I thought the shelter was going to think that I was like an awful nightmare person, and they were actually like, man, you were so patient with that dog. They were like, we really appreciate you sticking with her as long as you did, because to me, like, I just fucking cowered it out initially, but no, they were like, no, you were so patient and we would love to please rescue another dog because we know you'll be a great dog owner, and I appreciated that. Were there red flags before you got her? Only in how scared she was. Only in how terrified she seemed by literally everything. So I would say if you're a first time dog owner, maybe just make sure you have a dog that like has a bit of curiosity in them, like they're not cowering from you straight away. Maybe that should be obvious, but yeah. Because I know so many people who have like the most amazing stories about rescue dogs and like just the deepest bond possible with their rescue. Because once you rescue the dog, it is I think the dog becomes so appreciative of you as well. And it's just important. Like there's so many stray dogs, there's so many problems with stray dogs, and I would just like to be part of the solution to that. Did you guys spend much time with her before adopting? No, we pretty much met her on the day. But it's like the rescue was like an hour and a half drive away from where I live, and so there wasn't really much of an opportunity to like, I guess, interview, which I wouldn't do again. I think next time I would be like, okay, I'm going to meet this dog first. Cranky Frank TM. I have an extremely fearful rescue, and the first few months were incredibly difficult. The only thing that got me through it was that bond. If I felt she was also scared of me, I'm not sure I could have done it. See, that's the thing that was missing, and that was like the hardest part of it. Just, it wasn't even that the bond was missing. There was literally no way to communicate with this dog on any level. Like, I was telling one of my friends about it, and she was like, "Well, have you tried tempting the dog with like high value treats like cheese and ham?" And I had to kind of be like, "Dude, this dog is so far beyond being receptive to treats. Like, you may as well be talking about a different species of animal." So yeah, um, not everyone is equipped to deal with the really tough cases, no matter how prepared they want to be. You're honestly pretty lucky she didn't attack you or your wife. That's a kind of weird take, the Slake Moth. Um, there's a good channel, Sitting with Dogs. Oh, I must check that out. Um, but yeah, it was a whole thing, and I'm glad it's over, and I'm glad that, like, we got her back to the shelter safe, and they've been keeping me updated on her, and she's doing better now. But yeah, it's been a hell of a 2 weeks. I think, yeah, that was one of the mistakes. I think, like, I could tell that she, like, was like traumatized and there was problems with her, but I think I thought, like, with enough time and love, I will be able to help this dog, and I just don't think it really works like that, you know. Um, yeah, exactly, Shandaluka. They need other dogs to teach them that humans are okay. Yeah, sadly, it's just beyond their control. I hope it doesn't dissuade you from giving another rescue a chance. No, it hasn't, and I totally will. Um, is it the breed you're looking for, or did it just click? I just felt a weird pull towards this dog. I think I could just see that, like, she was hurting, and I kind of wanted to help her. But yeah, that's that chat. I'm still sad over it, and, like, again, I'm sorry. Some people sent me, like, some beautiful fan art of me and Ember, and I just don't think I can show it on stream. I think I would be too sad. Um, but yeah, I think next time what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try again, and then one day on stream I'm just gonna appear with a dog and be like, "They're here, everybody," and that will be it. Um, but yeah, and so now let's make an impossible segue from that sadness to other things. I've been playing Blueprints. I think that game's cool. I don't love it as much as a lot of people do. Um, I think it's a really, really good game. Absolutely going to be in, like, my top five of the year. It's not like a game of the year contender for me, and I think the reason for that is twofold. One, I think the game relies too much on slot machine dopamine. I think one of the reasons we cannot stop playing that game is, like, it is a total Skinner box, and I love that about it in terms of it's fun to play, but I think it's, like, a little insidious. Just, I think there's more satisfying ways to create a connection with someone playing your game. Now, that's like a minor criticism. I'm not making that like a big thing, because it is really cool. Fucking immaculate vibes from that game. The second reason, I think, is I think Void Stranger does a lot of what Blueprints does, but on an exponentially deeper level. And having so recently had my fucking brain broke by Void Stranger, I kind of look at Blueprints and I'm like, well, that's cute, you know? So yeah, really good game. Absolutely going to be in my top five. I don't think it's a perfect game. I think there's criticisms with it, but it is the shit it is doing is so cool. Mm. And for me, I like the slow progression and knowledge that you gain over multiple runs. Well, Kanzuko, my friend, let me tell you about Void Stranger. Um, John, I noted you put the Dangan Ronpa devs in the title, so I'm just curious if you know that the person who made 999/VNR also worked on this. It's a collab. I was aware of that. We're, and it was when I found out they're in it that I really became interested. But you can only put so much. You got to keep titles a certain amount of snappy. Um, Man, I'm still working on the final boss of Zero Ranger before Void Stranger. Oh, Mitchek, I would love to climb inside your brain and play Void Stranger from the beginning without knowing anything, having played Zero Ranger. I have also played about 30 minutes of Expedition 33 and or what's it called? Clara Obscura Expedition 33. And man, that game sure is French. Overwhelming Frenchness from every corner of that game. And I think it might be kind of cool. I see it. I see it. You know, I see a lot of people into that game and excited to play it. And I see a lot of people bringing it up in terms of game of the year. I don't know if it's going to be that for me, but I think it might be kind of rad. It is so French. You immediately encounter someone wearing a neckerchief and beret, and it's not even a joke. Frankie is ahead of you because she's a better gamer than you, lol. Frankie is not a better gamer than me, okay? Frankie is not a better gamer for me. That's insane. I would beat Frankie at most games, I think. Maybe. Who knows? Maybe we'll find it. Listen, Frankie's great, okay? Appreciate her. She fucked up my Fear and Hunger run. I'm still carrying some resentment over that. Don't mean to, but it's just what it is. Have you played Signalis or many Puppet Combo games? Yes and yes. Love Signalis. Struggle a bit with Puppet Combo games, but also think they're fucking awesome. Really, really interesting shit. I've never done a deep dive on Puppet Combo, but I would like to. Man, it's been a great year for gaming already. That it has. Claire Obscura is so French it blows cigarette smoke in your face. Yeah, and I think it might be kind of awesome. I don't think I've played something that feels like Claire Obscura before, but I don't think I've played enough about it to really give a proper account. Okay, guys, listen, I got a little announcement. I'm gonna play it on stream right now. The frog. Noble, elegant, wise, the thinking man's dog. The new Eye Patch Wolves Frog Tea from guest artist Speederoo. Available now from eyepatchwolves.com. That's right, the new Eye Patch Wolves Frog Tea is officially available at eyepatchwolves.com. I fucking love this tea. It's from guest artist Speederoo, who's an Irish animator. And it has been fucking... It was such a pleasure to work with that guy. They were so good. And what's more, for the duration of this stream, if you enter the code FROGTIME, all capitals, FROGTIME, you will get a discount on the Speederoo t-shirt and probably anything else on eyepatchwolves.com. I don't think I was very careful in doing that promotion. You'll also get a little readout on stream. But yeah, it's one of my favorite t-shirts we've ever done. Yep, offer code FROGTIME, all capitals, all one word. Now, chat, you do actually have to put that in the site. It will not work if you just do it normally. One dinner, thank you for the resubscription. Oh, did my camera just die? We can fix that. Oh, it doesn't look like it just died. What the hell happened there? I'm still here, chat. I'm still here. Oh, things are breaking. Oh, what the fuck is happening? No, come on. Sorry, chat. Give me 2 seconds here. Something is going very wrong. Thank you so much for people. Can people still hear me, right? Oh my god. Mm, 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 mm. Okay. Let's try this. Cerberus22, thank you for picking up a t-shirt. I appreciate it. Okay. Now, we're going to try this. In fact, I'm going to close this right now. And I'm going to be back in just a second. Icarus the Legend, thank you for picking up a t-shirt. Someone, thank you for picking up a t-shirt. I appreciate it. It genuinely is a gorgeous t-shirt. I wish I could show it to you on camera, but everything is just falling apart as I speak. And I am back on a worse camera. There we go. Let me adjust some shit here. Yeah, that's not going to work with that. And we're back. Okay. That's not so bad. Someone, thank you for buying a t-shirt. Cloudblower69420, thank you for picking up a t-shirt. Appreciate it, everyone. Thank you. It is genuinely like one of my favorite designs I've ever done. I know I say that a lot, but we do have a lot of good designs, but this one, like, it's so fucking sick. I did see that Brandon Sanderson shouted me out on TikTok, and that was genuinely so fucking cool. He has always been like really chill and really cool about like my videos, and you know, I, you know, it meant a lot. I actually have. He shouted me out before, but I hadn't read one of his books, but I have now, and that was really really cool. So thank you, Stape Cape. We're gonna get going with this game now. Eldritch Opal, thank you for picking up a t-shirt. Okay, how loud are we, chat? Bit loud. Brandon Sanderson, a real Takahiko Inoue of his times. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate the appreciate everyone picking up a t-shirt. Someone, F Chiron, Grizz, Eldritch Opal. Oh, love you too, stranger on the internet who just bought a t-shirt. Thank you. Grizz, thank you. No game audio? That is odd. What about now, chat? Fun fact, Brandon Sanderson actually wrote the popular series Dragon Ball Z. That is true. Not a lot of people know that. That's a deep lore cut right there. Still no game audio. Cool. No specific honorific. Thank. Thank you, under S for picking up a t-shirt. I appreciate it. A non-specific honorific. Thank you also. Reminder. Thank you, everyone. I really appreciate it. I was really, really excited to launch this tea because I just, big fan of Speederoo and just very excited. As a lesbian, I want you to know crows speak. Average Sparrow, trust me, you shan't be disappointed. God, why isn't this sound working? So I am getting very close to moving to a new setup, and when I do, I cannot wait to rip all this shit out and build it from the ground up again. Still nothing. Why is this not working? Still nothing, chat. God damn it, what the fuck? Wait a minute. So we're capturing that through the window. So if we do this and then this. Anything now, chat? Sandon Branderson, thank you for picking up a t-shirt. Alexis of the Stars, thank you for picking up a t-shirt. Lon, thank you for picking up a t-shirt. Xenomoros, thank you for picking up a t-shirt. Crab the Terrible, thank you for picking up a t-shirt. Average Sparrow, thank you for picking up a t-shirt. Andre S, non-specific honorific. Appreciate it, guys. Still nothing. Okay. Why is this not working? Okay. How about that, chat? Did that do it? Down by Zed. Thank you for the subscriptions.
Damn, I'm still on line 99.
Ultra Peg Leg Cat, thank you for picking up some merch. We have loud. Okay, I'll turn that down.
All the best for your dog ventures.
Thank you.
Looking forward to the shirt.
Ultra Peg Leg Cat, thank you very much. Lexomi, thank you for picking up the merch. Too loud. There's the Dangan. Okay. Must buy eye patch will work. Thank you, Nova Arc. Yeah, so just a reminder, if you guys do want to pick up something, it is all caps, all one word, frog time, and that'll get you 10% off. So you got two battle modes here.
You're the reason I got into HX Sage, JoJo's, and Berserk, which are now some of my all-time faves. Thanks. Keep up all the good work.
Thank you, Joe. I appreciate it. Thanks for picking up some merch. Okay, Last Defense Academy. Enjoy the best of what the game's combat system has to offer. Recommended for first-time players. Allows you to focus on the story. Party members and HP and status effects will be fully restored at the start of every turn during battle. Fuck that.
Nothing ever happens to me. Each day is just like the day before and the day before that. I live my life in the same town with the same people, watching the same commonplace events play out day after day.
This is my kind of guy. We're both edgy as fuck.
Just a mundane, average life. Nothing more, nothing less.
I assume this is going to be the whole video game. I assume nothing is going to happen in this game. That's pretty cool.
Yep. Same old. This is how it's always been. And probably how it always will be.
I don't know why people make video games about nothing, because clearly nothing's going to happen in this story. And it's about time. You know what I'm sick of in narratives? Conflict. We don't need it. We never did.
It's about time. Your father already left for work.
Morning, Sleepyhead.
Don't morning me. What are you doing helping yourself to breakfast? This isn't
Love.
even your house.
Come on, it's not that big a deal.
She's right, Takumi. You and Kato have known each other so long. She's practically one of the.
Oh, I fucking hate that kind of writing. Well, I mean, we have been friends our entire life. But, look, whatever.
I'm glad the wrestling video got monetized.
Thank you, Zeppy XP. Goose Wolf, thank you for picking up some merch. SitePatchWills.com. Joe, thank you for picking up some worth. Frankie Lolia has raided you with part 321. Okay, listen, Frankie, don't listen to what anyone in the chat might have said. Like, maybe you came up earlier, maybe you didn't. It's not important, okay?
Mom's such a great cook.
Thank you, dear. It's nice to know somebody appreciates me.
So, what about your mom? Did she make it home yesterday?
No, she's been too busy with her research lately.
Your mother's really something. Raising a daughter all on her own while juggling a full-time job can't be easy for her.
I guess so.
So, for people who aren't aware, this is the new game from the developers of 999 and Dangan Ronpa. Apparently, it's really fucking good. I played a little bit of it and kind of thought it was rad. Like, I immediately wanted to stream it, so we'll see.
Anytime you want, morning, noon, or night, we'll always be glad to see you here. To tell you the truth, I always.
You can't say mean things to me, John. It's actually my birthday. Oh, happy birthday, Frankie. No, I wouldn't talk shit about you. Specifically on your birthday. Any other time, that's kind of free game. Like, look, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. Know what I'm saying? You get it. But no. Yeah, I can't. No, that's fair. I can't legally. I can't say anything mean today. Frankie, you're great. I love our talks. Love our hangouts. You're a solid dude. You're a solid friend.
I've never seen you take a test you didn't ace.
It's just a matter of studying hard enough. Mom likes it when I get good grades. Hey, we should do a study session. We'll ace the test together and make both our moms happy.
I'll turn the game audio up a bit,
Academia's
chat.
not really my forte.
Don't be so modest. You can do it if you try, Tacky.
Oh, she did like the Daijo Boo pose. You guys know what I mean? You know the kind of Daijo Boo pose? It's like
Well,
an anime girl does this shit.
enough luck
Hang on.
as I can punch
Guys,
my way
it's
through
really
this
hot, so I have
red
these
car.
shorts on. Don't make a deal about it, okay? It's like,
Take
Positive
effect
outlook
in my
I was
ship
looking
country.
for.
At this rate, we're gonna
Like, that's-
have a
it's
long
kinda-
way to go.
I just did it perfectly, so you can see exactly what I'm talking about,
I
okay?
live my life in the same town with the same people, watching the same commonplace events play out day after day. Mundane, average life.
Darren, thank you for the subscription.
Nothing less. Huh?
This is an administrative announcement. All citizens report to your nearest shelter until
Thirst trap, Wolf. If that is your idea of a thirst trap, may I direct you to other human beings?
Feels like there's been more of them lately. Huh? Don't worry. She'll be alright. This happens all the time. You know it doesn't mean anything.
Oh no, not conflict. Oh,
Just
this is the last thing we wanted.
they always remind me of that time when my dad died.
Dib, thank you for picking up some merch at iPatchholes.com.
Let's get you to a shelter. The closest one is... right over there.
John, you told us there'd be no conflict. Look, I'm sorry, I was wrong. I clearly misinterpreted the intention of this game. I feel like a victim in this. I was led to believe that there would be no conflict.
Okay.
What do you know? Looks like we've got the whole place to ourselves.
If you know what I mean. He should have said that. That wouldn't have been weird.
The security alerts are just another part of our daily lives. When you hear the alarm, you go to a shelter until the danger passes. What exactly that danger is?
Kevin,
none of
thank
us
you for
knows.
picking up some merch.
Super Wolf loving the merch and streams.
Nobody remembers the
Keep
time
it up,
before
my
these
dude.
alerts.
Will do. Thank you so much,
Why
Kevin.
they started in the first place. As a society, we've accepted that this is the way it is, and let them become something normal, mundane even. We'll be okay.
Chat, I am so sure that this scene is gonna end and there'll be no more conflict and we can get back to being bored.
But
Just like we all want.
say the thing,
Really? Again?
please, for me.
Whatever happens, I'll protect you, Katawa, no matter what.
Promise.
You're squeezing me really tight.
Yeah, she really seems like she's gonna fucking die, alright.
The shelter order is hereby rescinded. It is now safe to continue your day as normal. Please exit the shelters in a calm and orderly manner.
I told you it'd be alright.
Right.
See? Everything's just the same as always. Come on.
She is such a specific genre of anime girl.
Yeah. We should hurry.
Up you get.
That is some Dangan Ronpa ass music. People asking earlier about my experience with Danganronpa. I have beaten I watched the anime for the first game, and then I beat the second and third game. I like Danganronpa. It's silly and it's stupid, but it's great. It's really, really cool.
Where are you going?
Don't run off on your own! Oh, great. Where did she get to now? Hey! Karuha!
Do you like the ending of the third game? Heard it was contentious. I do like it. Yeah, I'm not like involved in the fandom or anything. I don't know what other people think about it, but yeah, I liked it. The ending of the second game is fucking amazing, and this third game isn't as good as that, but it's still good.
What is she thinking?
Press A and D to move, hold shift to dash. Okay, so these aren't paper cutouts anymore. That's nice. Kaoru, where are you? No answer. What do I do now? Frankie, I love Danganronpa. I want to play this so bad. I've played a little bit of it so far, Frankie, and it seems rad. It seems cool.
Takumi Samino, congratulations! You have been chosen!
Huh? What is this thing? Some kind of weird toy? Or a robot, maybe? And how does it know my name?
I've finally got you all to myself.
Uh-oh!
That girl chasing me wasn't part of the plan at all. I hate it when people go off script.
Julian,
I
thank you
guess
for picking
I
up a
can't
t-shirt.
blame her, though. There's just something about me that's totally irresistible, wouldn't you say? Such an attractive young lady, too. The two of you seem awfully close. Just how much does that girl mean to you?
Huh?
Oh, don't be so bashful, fella. Nothing to be ashamed of. In fact, it'll make things a lot easier. I'm gonna need you to shove this into your chest. Pointy end first, of course.
That seems fair.
What? Another alarm already.
This is an emergency announcement. The complex's danger level has been increased to 9 alert.
You see? While you're here dilly-dallying, it's already begun.
It's begun? What has?
Why, the end of the peaceful everyday life.
No!
Of course.
But that's what.
Yep,
But
that's the face everyone makes at first.
oh,
I never get tired of seeing it. Thought your life would go on like this forever, didn't you? It's okay.
but that's what I wanted.
Just the way
That's what I wanted. A video game free of conflict and strife.
today, your life is about to change. Pack your bags, mister. You're going to war.
But that's the most conflict.
Hey, where you going? You forgot this. Come back. Come on.
What the hell was that just now? God, where have you been?
The alert just now. It was different from the normal one, right? What's going on?
It's okay, we're gonna be okay. Just be careful, I ran this really weird thing back there. What was that? What is it?
I mean, that's a cool design. That's pretty cool.
Come on, let's get out of here!
Oh no.
What the hell was that? And what is going on here? Nothing ever happened to me. Each day was just like the day
Jesus.
before that. Until now.
Oh, this is too much conflict for me. We're gonna turn this off in like 5 minutes because I can't handle it.
Watching the same commonplace events play out day after day. Now all that is changing.
Oh my god.
I thought I knew it was falling apart all around me.
Yikes.
Why is this happening? Oh, damn it! What?
We gotta refund the game. Yep, that's what we're gonna do for sure.
God,
I'm seeing fire. I'm seeing blood. I don't know what those little guys' problems is, but I don't like it. This game's going straight back. As a non-conflict gamer, this is not acceptable.
No matter what. No. Get away from her.
You want to save that girl, right?
Of course you do. You'd have to be downright heartless to stand by and watch a dear friend suffer at a time like this. It's just a shame there's nothing you can do about it. the way you are now. And don't go thinking some hero is going to swoop in and save her for you either. Life is cruel. That's just the way it is. Those monsters are going to violate that poor girl in all kinds of nasty ways. Ah yes, I remember that this is a Dangan Ronpa game. Until she's begging for the sweet release of death. Then they'll probably tear her limbs off one by one while we sit here helpless to do anything to ease her suffering. Don't like it? Then there's only one thing to do. You have to save her yourself. Me? But how? Here, you left this behind. No time like the present. Think of this as an important impromptu entrance exam. What? What am I supposed to do? That dagger is imbued with a very special power, something far beyond your understanding. Once you plunge it into your body, the power will flow into you, giving you everything you need to fight. Power! Fight! I don't... Just give it a try. Give it a try? You're telling me to stab myself in the chest? This is no time to dilly-dally. Or shilly-shally, for that matter. And don't even get me started about filly-fallying. He got so angry he farted. I mean, come on, there's a damsel in distress who needs saving. What are you waiting for? A written invitation? John, if you're looking for a non-conflict game, you might want to check out Solitaire. One dinner, way too much conflict in Solitaire for me.
If you don't do something soon, your pretty little friend is done for. You're the only one who can save her. You can do it. No, you...
Oh! So what's it going to be? Will you join the fight? It hardly makes a difference to me if a teenage girl dies a horrible death. What happens next is all up to you. It's up to me? Fight the weird monsters? I mean... I can't... I feel like that's just a game over if we don't fight them. But yeah, let's fight them.
Damn it. This had better work.
I don't know what I was thinking, to be honest. I was acting out of desperation more than anything. I picked up the dagger and removed it from its sheath to get a proper look at it. The blade was dark red, so dark it was almost black, looking like it was gazing at a pool of blood. The sight of it filled me with dread.
Here goes nothing.
I took the dagger in both hands, gritted my teeth against the incoming pain, and thrust the blade into my chest. Oh no, I'm naked! That tiny pervert lied! Is my transformation that I found a sword?
Feels good to have all that power coursing through you, doesn't it? We call this hemo-anima.
Hemo-anima?
Rah! But never mind what it's called. Just use it. Kill those things. Eliminate the threat to your town.
Oh,
your
no
home,
sub or dono
to
alerts?
those you hold dear.
That's weird. They're coming up on my end. Can you guys not see the sub or Twitch alerts or anything? C, not here. Huh. Maybe they're just down too low. Okay. Volume has been turned up. Hopefully we hear them now. Okay, so movements.
Let's do this.
So this is all pretty like standard in terms of like So one of the things I was surprised about when I played this first is how nice it actually feels. Like, you know the way some turn-based games don't feel good? This game actually kind of feels amazing. Check movements, and T and turn. Something not right there. So Z, and we can rotate the camera that way.
My turn.
Side slash confirm. Place cursor on destination to perform attack.
Say when.
Sorry chat, something is being a little weird here. For whatever reason. God damn it.
That's right, boys. Mondo cool.
I am so old, John. My bones ache. Please distract me from this mortal coil.
Did you guys hear that? So yeah, the game, something is going wrong here, chat. Fuck.
Here we go.
So then we can pick that and then move that there. I don't know why that took so long to work. End your turn now. Yes. Yes, okay, yeah, the sub notifications were just down too low. Enemies will continuously approach on the battlefield. Small enemies with high move stats can quickly breach your defenses, so be sure to prioritize taking them out first.
Let's do this.
Okay, let's go for side slash again. Let us God, that feels so snappy. Like it feels really good. Oh shit.
Say when.
Voltage will accumulate as you fight. When it reaches 100% or more, you'll be able to use a special attack. Special attacks are powerful moves that allow you to strike without spending AP. Instead, the character will be inflicted with stun, preventing them from taking action until the end of the following turn. Try placing your cursor on the character and pressing Q to use a special attack.
do this. Gotcha.
Oh, sick. Oh, that feels great.
Woo! I knew you could do it. Nobody can spot fighting potential like I can. Whoa!
Karuha, are you okay?
Taki!
You're safe now. Everything's gonna be fine.
What are you wearing?
It's a long story.
Excuse me.
I'm not sure I even understand myself.
I knew you'd protect me. I knew you'd keep your promise.
How touching. A knight in shining armor, charging in to rescue his princess from danger.
Without spoiling too much, to 100%, this game is about 300 to 400 hours. Fuck that.
I want answers. Just what is going on here?
Congrats again, Takumi Sumino. You passed the test, and you did it with flying colors. You're now an official member of my illustrious academy.
Academy?
I hereby, formally and majestically authorize your immediate transfer. Congratulations! Hooray! Hooray! Woohoo! Yeah! See you on the other side!
Someone, thank you for picking up some merch over at iPatchwolves.com. Don't forget to use Frog Time, all one word, all capital letters, to get a discount. And here the death game begins. I came to with my head resting on a hard wooden desk. My head still felt fuzzy as I tried to make sense of my surroundings. A classroom? Did I fall asleep at my desk? Is this my desk? How did I even get here? I don't remember a thing.
What happened to me?
Looking around the classroom only brought more questions. Oh dear. Several others my own age were also here, each of them slumped over a desk, just like I'd been a moment ago. Oh wow, yeah, this is Dangan Ronpa as fuck. Okay. 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 I've never met any of them before. Judging from the uneasy glances they were all throwing around, nobody else seemed to know each other. He's fucking cool! He's like me, just a fucking cool dude. Just what is this place anyway? Some kind of messed up classroom. And he's someone that like will probably have a lot of yaoi written about him. Then this is a school? He will also have a lot of yaoi written about him. It doesn't look like any school I've ever been to. No one will remember her. I don't recognize it either. Can anyone tell me what's going on here? No one made any move to answer. We all just stood there in uncomfortable silence. We were all in the same boat. None of us had any idea how or why we'd been brought to this strange place. Huh. Yeah, I'm liking what she's putting down. She's pretty cool. You guys know what this means, right? I mean, in a situation like this, there's only one possible explanation. Huh? You know why we're here? Elementary, my dear Clarissa. Stick to me and I'll explain it all. I think she just mixed up Silence of the Lambs reference and a Sherlock Holmes reference. Your laugh is way creepy, and that's not my name, Clarissa. I think I'm not gonna take a look outside. Or going to take a look outside. I think this is inferior male. I think this is inferior male. The boy who'd spoken went to the door and tried to pull it open, but... Clatter. Oh, the door won't open. I'm not scared or anything, just so you guys know. Grr, what the fuck, man? See, he like me, isn't afraid to drop an F-bomb in important scenarios, so we're kind of the same. On the other side of the classroom, someone else was trying to tear the shutters off the windows without success. Clatter, clatter. Open, damn it! I'm not screwing around here! It appears we're locked in. Obviously, someone doesn't want us to leaving on our own. Who is this androgynous angel? Locked in. Locked in? You mean? We've been kidnapped? No freaking way! I don't understand it either. Why would anyone want to shut us all inside a school? This whole day has been one big mess. I would say that describing his experience today as one big mess is maybe underselling the process a little bit. Because he has like if I fought a bunch of aliens, stabbed myself with the sword, and then fell into a blood ocean, I wouldn't be like, well, that's one big mess.
That's right, boys. Mondo cool.
Superi 15th Analgamer.
Thank you, Casquettes. Appreciate it. Last thing I remember, I was fighting some kind of weird monsters. There was a bright light, and then I was here. Same here. I was all swing, 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 and the monsters were all, barf, bort, I'm dead.
Never played Danganronpa, but this game is very Danganronpa.
Thank you, Gmo, and thank you for picking up some merch at iPatchWolves.com. Don't forget to use offer code FROGTIME, all one word, all capitals. From the sound of it, we all did. Then, all that really happens, I thought I just drifted off in some immature fantasy. All of us had some experience, then let me just confirm something. Did you also speak to that adorable mascot creature? Adorable mascot? Does she mean that thing? I don't know if I describe him that way, but I talked to some kind of mascot. Yeah. Then are you saying that the one who brought us all here? I can only imagine that charming yet devious little creature is the one behind it. Man, she's really high on this creature. She's really into the little ghost fella. That thing shut us up in here. I don't get it. Just what does this want us to do anyway? Isn't it obvious? A group of students waking up in a weird school with no way out. A shadowy mastermind behind a cute mascot character. It's a killing game. We're going to be forced to murder each other in increasingly elaborate and ingenious ways. Oh! Killing game? Oh! No way. I'm not doing this. I refuse to murder anyone, no matter what this mastermind says. Dude, you are totally going to be the first victim. Saying stuff like that is going to trip all kinds of flags. Shut up, shut up, shut up! You're going to jinx it! That's when it happens. Well, this is very Danganronpa. Huh? What is it now? It's time to get to know your classmates. Introduce ourselves. What does this mean by teammates? I guess whoever's in charge wants us to know one another. This is so not the time for that. Someone help me break down this door. We gotta get out of here. Just try it. We've probably got bombs implanted us and that'll explode if we do damage to school property. Oh man, that sounds like something that might actually happen. At any rate, I don't need to hear your life stories to know how incompetent you all are. Well, that's pretty mean.
Keep up the good work, John.
Hey, Sangan of the Cosmos, thank you for the nearly year-long subscription. Who you calling incompetent? I ain't gonna let that slide. What? You think I won't hit you just because you're a girl? Well, you're right about that. I don't hit girls, or kids, or old people. That's an ironclad rule with me. You answered your own question without any prompting from me. You're even more insecure than I thought. You wanna die, bitch? I don't hit girls or kids or old people, but I'll fucking kill you. His jacket is so sick. Everyone, please, perhaps we should do as the blackboard says, at least until we know the situation. It can't hurt just to exchange names and some basic information, right? I agree. Trying to resist the kidnapper tends to end badly for the victims. Looks like we're doing introductions now. Like this is the first day of school or something. I'll just talk to everyone at a time and see how that goes. Okay. Okay, let's start off with this girl.
I am Hiriko Shizahara.
Does she have like a special ability? Like in Dangan Ronpa?
Right, boys. Mondo cool.
I'm glad the unreality of pro wrestling finished. The story came out. Did you enjoy Wrestlemania?
Thank you, XShadow380X. I would say I enjoyed WrestleMania okay. I think the matches I was really looking forward to were a letdown in terms of Jay versus Gunther and Cody versus Cena. But then I really loved Rhea, Bianca, I was nearly about to say, Rhea, Bianca, and Io. That was my match of the event. And the triple threat on night one was really good too.
I was wondering...
Weren't you listening? My name is Hiriko Shizahara.
Right. I heard your name just fine, but I thought maybe you could tell me something else.
Like what?
How about those monsters that attacked the town? Do you have any idea what they might be? And could there be more of them out there?
Who knows?
Chat, I like her. I like her vibe. She's got some great step on you energy, which I've never talked about it before on these streams, but does go a long way with me.
Don't you have anything else to say?
Went to AEW Dynamite last night and it was awesome. Oh, I'd love that.
Blindly speculating without anything to back it up is just a waste of time. Surely, that's obvious.
Well, yeah, but
I have no intention of wasting my time on you.
She completely shut me down. I guess that's all I'm getting out of her for now. Okay, let's talk to the clown girl.
I'm Darumi Amamiya. Nice to meet ya.
So it's not bad, but that voice performance is a lot. That's quite a lot.
So hey, level with me. Who are you gonna target?
No, it's good. It's good.
You'll never win the killing game if you don't know who you're gonna kill ahead of time. Unless... Is it me? I seem kinda dumb, right? And way too trusting. It'd be easy to trick me into meeting you alone somewhere and then...
No, she's good. She's good. I like the performance.
hey, you don't really think that's why we're here, do you?
Do we counter as part of the Clussy movement? I mean, I think so. I think there's enough signifiers there that you can.
Of course I do. Anything less would be a huge disappointment. I've always loved killing game stories.
She's not a clown, but she's clown adjacent.
Dream come true.
But that stuff only happens in games and anime, right? You wouldn't actually want us all killing each other.
Nah, dude. The fact that it's real is the best part. It's life or death. No takebacks. I mean, I don't really care if I end up dying. Either way, I get to escape my train wreck of a life, so it's all good.
Huh?
No, yep, she's good.
Come
That
on,
voice
don't
performance is
tell me
cool.
You're some kind of normie.
I'm not a normie. I'm cool, I swear. I have a YouTube channel where I talk about anime.
Living the same boring life day after day is such a downer. You get that right? Right?
I heard this is the first role of Darumi's English VA has gotten in the industry, and she did a good job, IMO. No, she has. She has.
Between a short life full of excitement or the slow grind of mediocre mundanity, I know which one I choose.
I think what I kind of like about it as well is like there's a good mix between her doing the weird clown voice shit and then just her saying more casual stuff. I think if it was only clown voice shit, that would be too much, but I actually think it works.
I can't wait for the killing to start!
This girl's got a unique way of looking at the world, to put it lightly. I don't think I'll ever see eye to eye with her. Okay.
Hi. My name's Sebasticolana. Nice to meet you. Do you have any idea what's going on here?
Not really. I'm just as clueless as everyone else.
whatever we're doing here, I hope we get to leave soon. I'm still worried about all the people we left behind.
Now that she's mentioned it, I hope everyone's okay. Did Karua get home safe in the end? What about my mom and dad? I defeated...
John.
Oh, Yangus the Mangus, thank you so much for picking up a shirt. I appreciate it.
I wonder if the workshop's still standing after all that.
Workshop.
Oh, it's just a little garage I run with my grandpa. We mostly just tune up cars, but we do other stuff too. I've always liked tinkering with machines, so I've been watching my grandpa work ever since I was little.
And now you're a mechanic in your own right. That's cool.
Nah, it's nothing. Really, I may be good with machines, but I'm pretty hopeless when it comes to other stuff. I'll catch a ride with anyone if they've got a cool car. That gets me in trouble.
Tsubasa, dude, you gotta be a bit more careful than that. Don't be getting in no strange cars.
Yeah, I think you might need a refresher on stranger danger. But you fought those monsters just like the rest of us. That takes...
That was a do or die kind of deal, though. I don't want to do anything like that ever again. Just thinking about it makes me want to...
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'll be okay. I just need a minute to calm down.
I'm really starting to worry about this girl. Okay, let's talk to little Millhouse here.
Seriously, what the heck is going on? I'm freaking out here.
Are you okay?
What kind of question is that? Do I look okay? Who would be okay in a situation like this? Nothing about this is okay. What rotten luck. Why does bad stuff always happen to me? What did I do to deserve this?
I would say being a massive wiener probably hasn't helped.
Try to calm down. I get that you're scared, but we all feel that way.
Who cares about you guys? We've never even met before. I'm sure as heck not gonna waste time worrying about you.
So much for first impressions.
Okay, fine. Sorry I asked. Have fun figuring this out on your own.
Huh? Hey, where are you going? You can't just walk.
You're the one who said.
Come on, man, I got scared and lashed out. When you're gonna cut me off over something like that?
I'm not feeling this guy.
It's because I'm poor, isn't it? That's discrimination.
Oh shit, no, that's not it. That's not it.
Up alone and friendless.
Chat, I did not know about his financial state. I do not discriminate on those grounds, even slightly.
Ugh, I must have the rottenest luck in the world. It's like everything's out to get me. But this is some next level BS. Is this karma? Was I a serial killer in the past life?
Look, let's just take this one step at a time.
John hates
all
poor
right?
people. No, I don't.
How about you tell me your name?
It's Gaku. Gaku Maruko.
Yeah, I don't know about Gaku.
If I had to get plucked out of my normal life, why couldn't I end up in some kind of harem setup? Girls have to like me if there's no other option, right? Having other guys here ruins it.
Oh, what a
Maybe I'll
weirdo.
just crawl off and die somewhere.
Trying to get along with someone this self-centered is exhausting. I think I'll just leave him. Yep. Not a fan. Not a fan. Okay.
Hello there. My name is Eito Aotsuki.
He's so pretty.
Currently a high school senior. I'm guessing you're the same?
Yeah, that's right.
I thought so. All of us appear to be the same age. Give or take a year or two.
Everything about his demeanor says, like, you know, side character. Everything about his design says secret antagonist. Like, at some point, that dude is going to take off his glasses, push his hair back, and you have a final boss.
Is that just a coincidence?
I don't know. It could be, I guess.
Oh, I'm sorry. This hasn't been much of an introduction. Do you have any hobbies? What's your zodiac sign? How about your favorite food? Or your favorite movie? Are you seeing anyone right now? What do your parents do for a living?
Whoa, slow down. You need to give me time to answer before you ask a new question.
Oh, I'm not very good with social situations. I tend to get nervous and overcompensate.
Really? You seem to be doing okay to me.
I've spent a lot of time in the hospital, so I don't have a lot of experience when it comes to making friends. If I do or say anything strange, please let me know.
Okay, sure.
And this guy seems easygoing. I'd have never pegged him for the socially awkward type, but I guess he's being isolated from others will do that to you. Why was he in the hospital, though? I don't see any scars or injuries. Does this mean he's... Why was he in the hospital? I don't see any scars or injuries on the, like, 4% of his body I can see.
I can't remember the last time I was around this many people. It really puts things into perspective.
Are you going to be all right? Let me know if there's anything I can do, okay?
I will. Thank...
Kidnapping us and locking us in a school?
I wish I knew. This whole thing's a mystery.
It's a pretty terrifying situation. I can already feel my body reacting to the fear.
I'd never have pegged him. God damn it, chat.
Does anyone have a clean pair of underwear I can borrow?
Do you need to take a bathroom break?
No. So long as you're here with me, I can endure any amount of bodily discomfort, sister dearest.
Oh dear.
Don't say weird stuff like that in front of people, brother dearest.
Oh no.
Huh? Are you two siblings?
Oh, right. We haven't properly introduced ourselves yet. My name is Ima Skumo.
Now that is a pretty man.
But enough about me. Let's talk about this delightful young lady by my side. This is my charming, adorable, talented, intelligent, unparalleled twin sister, Kako.
It's nice to meet you.
Oh, you're twins. I guess you do.
Oh no, not at all. Next to my sister's transcendent beauty, I'm nothing but a puddle of pig barf.
I'm not sure about old Ima. I think maybe Ima has some issues that perhaps need dealing with.
She's
but
so lovely. Unidentified species of bugs and animals flock to her whenever she goes outside.
why do they have to be unidentified?
I wouldn't mind so much if they were regular species I'd seen before.
Don't go thinking she's just another character who fits into the little sister archetype either. My sister eclipses every other sister who's ever existed. Even all of them put together couldn't hope to match her. It's a crime that the word sister could possibly be used to describe anyone else. It's...
You're going too far again, brother dearest.
You and your sister sure are close, huh?
Close doesn't even begin to cover it.
Oh, I bet it fucking doesn't.
She's my guiding light. The one who gives my life purpose.
Okay, don't say anything weird, dude.
Beat me. Stab me. Stick lit matches under my fingernails. If it's for her, I'll bear any indignity with a smile.
Well, that was pretty weird.
You're really going too far now. This is so embarrassing.
Oh, even seeing you get all bashful and flustered is like sweet,
Oh,
sweet
you
nectar to me. Every single day, I thank my lucky stars that I was born your brother, sister dearest.
Seriously, knock it off.
Dr. Tortoise PhD, average Twitter reply guy. I don't get their dynamic at all. It must be a twin thing. Okay, let's talk to this small child.
Is it alright for me to introduce myself too? Getting to know anything about a depressing loser like me will probably only make you feel bad, but if everyone's doing...
It's fine.
Thank you for being so nice to me. Here it goes. My name is, what was it again? It's been so long since anybody bothered to call me by it. Even I'm struggling to remember.
Look, I'm gonna say the dude's not doing himself any favors the way he dresses. He dresses like, look, chat, you know I'm cool with everyone. You know I'm cool with everyone. He dresses like a fucking wiener, and I think that's a big part of the problem here.
Oh, right. It's Shoma Genzaki.
He's actually 30? Seriously? Frog time! Yep, absolutely. Here it is, the actual worst character. No, he's cool. Just what kind of life do you have to live to start forgetting your own name?
I'm sorry. My name's making you feel bad, isn't it?
Jesus, Shoma.
Huh? Why would it do that?
It's too big of a disconnect. A lowly worm like me's got no business having a name this cool. My name's the only cool thing about me, though. The rest is just one big pile of shortcomings and insecurities.
By the way, this guy is literally influenced by Hideki Kamiya's tweets. Really? Galactica Phantom, is that true?
It's a stretch to even call me a person.
I think you're being a little harsh on yourself.
That was actually a pretty generous description. But don't worry. I've got no illusions about how worthless I am. I don't get good grades. I can't play sports to save my life, and I don't have any skills or interests that set me apart from the crowd either. My only friend is my pet dog.
Why was there a mushroom on his head a second ago? Technically, I don't think that dogs really talk.
Sorry. You must be bored out of your mind talking to me. You haven't spat on me even once, and I repay you by wasting your precious time.
This fucking guy.
Please, don't feel obliged to ruin your day by talking to me any more than you already have. I'll do my best to keep out of sight so I don't bring down the mood for everyone else.
You know, Shoma, I'm gonna say that's probably not a bad move at this point. I've never met anyone with such low self-esteem before. This guy makes houseplants look assertive.
Sup? Name's Takamaru Yakushiji.
It's just Brian Fury.
I warn you right now. If you see me getting mad, just keep your distance. When somebody sets me off, I punch first and ask questions later.
Whoa, talk about
So,
anger
hey,
issues.
You fought those monsters, right? That mean you transformed too?
Transformed? Yeah, I guess you could call it that.
I know, right? How freaking cool was that?
That's right, boys. Mondo cool.
I felt like some kind of hero out of a kid's TV show. Getting to go wild with all that power, such a rush.
Keep your temper. Thank you for the subscription. Honestly, I found the whole battle pretty traumatic. Going on a power trip was the last thing on my
I
mind.
wonder how the rest of the TRC's doing, though. Those freaks really went to town on the place.
Yeah, they weren't shy about attacking people either.
For all we know, there could still be survivors trapped in wrecked buildings or under rubble and shit. Maybe there's little kids lost and scared without their parents.
That's another great voice performance.
Old folks who can't get around like they used to. We don't got time to dick around here. Someone needs to get those poor bastards to safety. For all we know, there could still be survivors trapped in wrecked buildings or under rubble and shit. Maybe there's little kids lost and scared without their parents. Or old folks who can't get around like they used to.
Okay, guys, listen to this. I can hear this because I have to do this in videos sometimes. Maybe there's a little kids lost and scared without their parents or old. I nearly guarantee you that the first part of this and the second part are cut from different takes, and you can hear the edit points between or and old. Okay, listen again.
Maybe there's little kids lost and scared without their parents. Or old folks who can't get around like
You hear that? Or old folks. Or old folks.
Maybe there's little kids lost and scared without their parents. Or old folks who can't get around like they used to.
Magnum Wait in this with the $5 super chat. Howdy, John. Hope you're doing well. What's your favorite Anno Shin trilogy? Godzilla, Ultraman, or Kamen Rider? I have experienced precious little. I'm only watching Kamen Rider Gav right now, but I'm actually really enjoying it. I've watched a couple of Godzilla movies, but not enough to be able to say like this is my favorite trilogy. Honestly, still works though. Oh yeah, no, it totally still works. Like, that's not really a criticism, it's just something that happens with audio. If you ever talk to audio engineers, they can pick that shit out, like, immediately.
Clock's ticking on the lost and injured while we just sit here with our fingers up our asses? We ought to be out there helping out and putting the town back together. This is really starting to piss me off. Ah! Here comes the rage!
Not the rage!
Hey, what are you...
Back off, man! I warned you about this already. Get away from me! I ain't gonna rest easy until I hit someone, and I don't want it to be you.
Okay.
Okay, someone was asking me to rate the cast. Let's, give me a sec here and we'll do that. You're right, an insignificant bug like me should know my place. I'll just sit in the corner and stay quiet from here on out. What's gonna happen to us? I have a feeling we'll be receiving more instructions soon enough. Someone is probably out there somewhere watching our every move. Everybody stand ready to greet your commanding officer.
Hey!
Sorry to keep you waiting, recruits, but I'm glad to see you're all getting along. That voice, it's gonna be the ghost, right? Rate by date ability. Okay, Soccer Tetris.
Yeah, wee! Now we're talking. Can't have a killing game without the obligatory evil mascot.
Oh, Robo bastard. Obligatory. I have to have you court-martialed for defamation of character. I have feelings too, you know. It may have been a cliche entrance, but I gave it real socks. Oh. Anyway, like it or not, from this day forward, I'm going to be your commanding officer. You can call me Siri. Got it? Siri. Or just Sir.
I do like that he gave it real socks.
With that out of the way, it is my pleasure to welcome you all to Last Defense Academy.
Such a wonderful name, isn't it? Drill it into your skulls. This place is your new home away from home, after all. What exactly does that mean? You'll be taking lessons from the School of Hard Knocks. Just kidding, it's going to be much worse than that. Hold on a minute. Do you seriously expect us to live here from now on? That's what I said, isn't it? I did say that, didn't I? Let me just check out the transcript real quick. Talk among yourselves in the meantime. Enough of this bullshit. You can't just lock us up and expect us to do whatever you say. Now, don't get so riled up. Also, there's one thing I need to make absolutely clear. This is not a request. It's an order. Order my ass. You think you got any right to tell us what to do? After I beat the crap out of you, I'm busting down that door and getting the hell out of here. Sorry, chat. That was an inappropriate pause. Takemura let out a scream. Oh, he's not going to die, is he? Let out a scream of rage and charged forward like a wild beast bearing down on its prey. Before he could make contact... Don't you dare lay a hand on your superior officer, soldier, or do you want me to detonate the bomb I've implanted in you? What? Those words instantly stopped him in his tracks. A bomb? You actually put bombs in us? You gotta be shitting me. It's true. I took the liberty of installing them when you arrived here. You were all out cold at the time, of course. Are you serious? Why would you do that to us? It's to threaten us into joining the killing game, right? Yahoo! If these explosives are inside of us, does that mean you performed some kind of surgery? You touched my dear sister's naked, vulnerable body without her consent? What a novel way to commit suicide. No jury in the world would convict me of killing you now. Brother dearest, please, if you try and hurt him, you'll get us blown up. Give it up already. Even if you destroyed me, what then? You might be able to make it out of the school. However, returning to your regular lives in the Tokyo residential complex is no longer possible. Not possible? So it's not just a matter of you letting us go back, but that we physically can't? You're a sharp one, Atsuki, but let me just spell it out so for some of the slower students. This school lies outside the Tokyo residential complex you all know. Outside the complex? That's not funny. I mean, come on, man. Is that even possible? You're confused. I don't blame you. None of you have ever been outside the complex before. Not only that, but you barely receive any information about the outside worlds. You've been placed in uncharted territory, both physically and conceptually. Anyone would need time to properly process things. Maybe a little demonstration. I'll help you come to terms with it. Sayri turned to face the window and his eyes flashed red for a moment. Bleep. There, I've opened up the window shutters. Take a look for yourself. Whoa, they're operated remotely? We all crowded it into the window, hoping to see something might help make sense of all this. Instead, what we saw only divorced us from reality even further.
Huh? There's no ceiling.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. No, it went even further than that. I couldn't even believe what I thought I was seeing.
Could that be the sky?
Above us, instead of the dome ceiling I'd spent life looking up at, it was an unbroken view that reached higher and higher as far as the eye could see. For the first time ever, I was getting to look at the real world outside the complex.
The sky?
No way. Somebody tell me I'm dreaming?
Never mind that. Look over there.
Huh?
As crazy as it was to see the sky, that's not what had us all staring in disbelief. Rather, it was what was going on beneath it. Just a short distance away, the towering wall of flame.
The world is burning.
Dude, that's fire. It's all fire. But why is it that weird color?
I'm scared.
Don't worry. Your brother, dearest, will protect you.
The world outside the window was aggressively alien, a single expanse of endless sky, an impenetrable barrier of otherworldly fire. Nothing in our everyday lives could have prepared us for this. It was like we'd been transported to another dimension, or maybe even hell itself. Is this the afterlife? Did we die already and this is where we're going to receive our eternal punishment? Nah, it's gotta be an isekai deal. It'll be like that time I got reincarnated as the world's last hope, but the Overlord forced me to kill all my friends. It may as well be a different world, considering what you know of it. This is what lies outside your home in the Tokyo residential complex. This is the outside world? This can't be happening, can it? That sky and the fire. There's no way this is real. Oh, this is real, alright. This is no game, no VR simulation. The sky, the undying flames, it's all real. Undying flames? It's not just a fancy name.
Those flames, which encircle this entire school, by the way, just keep on burning. They never go out.
Never?
That's what I said. They don't need fuel, and they can't be extinguished. They'll keep burning on for all eternity. Hence, the undying flame.
Damn. But that's impossible. They've got to go out eventually, right? Right? You're only saying that because you're still following the logic of the world you know. Huh? There are more things in heaven and earth, Mariko, than are dreamed of in your Tokyo residential complex. Now that you're on the outside, you're going to encounter a heck of a lot more impossible things. Because, as it turns out, this is how the world really works. I don't really get all that philosophical junk, but there's no getting through the burning ring of fire, right? That's our cage. That's the thing that makes sure there's no escape from any of us. No escape. Those words sent a chill down my spine. Hearing them spoken out loud meant it felt more real. I still don't understand. Why did you do this? Why did you bring us here? To kill each other, obviously. What are the rules? Did we hold a trial after every murder, or is there maybe a battle royale kind of deal? Kill each other? Oh no, I like when he gets so upset that he farts. Oh no. Excuse me. Oh, no. That would be simply barbaric. Where do you get these ideas? That's not it? Of course not. I have much bigger plans for you than some disorganized murder spree. No, what I have in mind is a calculated one-sided massacre. A massacre? Sorry, chat. Since we're on the subject, let's move on to the main event.
transferred to this academy for a very special reason. Your objective is the complete and utter extermination of any and all enemy troops who dares to threaten our beloved school's peace. During your time here, you happy few, you band of brothers, will be molded into the perfect Special Defense Unit.
Special Defense Unit? Wait, enemy troops? It's not a killing game? Forget all that happy few crap. You still ain't answered the most important question. Why us? There's gotta be some mistake here. No one in their right minds would trust a talentless wimp like me to do such an important job. Hey, try to show a little enthusiasm. Being chosen for this squad is a great honor, you know? Who's responsible for this? There must be a mastermind controlling everything from behind the scenes. Someone who chose to single us out for whatever reason. So who's pulling your strings? Who set all this up? Goodness me, you're so suspicious of everything. If you must know, the one who chose you for this mission was... Yarg, what's that noise? An alarm?
Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Unauthorized personnel detected on school grounds. Defense mode initiated. All available troops prepare for battle immediately.
Sad Washi Bar, thank you for picking up some merch.
Yeah.
The hell's gonna happen this time? This attack came sooner than expected. They really must be desperate. Seri turned his face to the blackboard. His eyes flashed red once more. The remote operation again. Those monsters look the same as the ones that attacked us at the complex. No kidding, and they're swarming like cockroaches. Don't just stand around, they're coming this way. We gotta get out of here. The correct response here is to fight, not flight. What do you think I brought us here for? I don't care. I didn't sign up for this. Maybe, but if you don't take action, those monsters will get inside and pretty darn quick. And then they'll slaughter every last one of you without the slightest hesitation. They want to kill us? Don't like it? Then fight. You already have all the power you need. You mean the hemo whatever that you took us on, that you told us about before? That's right. With little hemoanima on your side, defeating grunts like this will be easy. Now, battle stations, everyone. Get ready to defend your beloved school from the enemy menace. No way, absolutely not. Aside from one thing, none of us have any experience with stuff like that. You just can't expect us to. You want us to fight? So be it. Just like that! Fight or die, these are the only options. I, for one, have no intention of dying today. Yeah, count me in. You too? Honestly, I'm still kind of bummed that we would miss out on the tension of never knowing who's going to turn on us next. But an us versus them killing game could be fun too. Maybe we'll get skin-tight bodysuits and crazy compressed energy weapons. She's talking about Gantz! She's talking about Gantz! I'll probably be as much use as a lantern in the daytime. I don't like this, but I'll be damned if I let those freaks take me out. Alright, I'm in. Hemo anime? Blood movements. Hemo anime. Okay. Everybody stand back. It's time for Takamura Yasukichi to bring the pain. Spare us your outdated notions of chivalry. I'm far stronger than you anyway. Whoa. You want to take this outside, bitch? You guys are crazy. You're not talking about some random street punks here. They're full-on monsters. Magnum, wait. Gotta go. My job of being a human pop-up. Gotta go to my job being a human pop-up. Hope your session goes well. Out of curiosity, how do you rate Eddie Kingston? He makes things feel real. Huge Eddie Kingston fan. Love the guy. Some of the best promos, and like, he's not the most athletic in the ring, but I always believe his matches, except the Tomo chops. Don't like them, but other than that, I think he's amazing. But why though? So long as those undying flames are around, no one is going anywhere. And even if we're going to escape somehow, that's your plan for getting back to the complex. Well, it's starting to sink in. You really have no choice but to fight. That's your purpose of being here. Now get out there or die. Fight or die. One thing's for sure, I don't want to die. Dying alone and confused in a place like this would be beyond tragic. In that case, there's only one thing I can do. Sorry, but you can count me out. We've got no way of knowing whether what he says is true. You've certainly done nothing to earn our trust. By your own admission, you're the one who abducted us and brought us here against our will, and now you want us to fall in line and follow orders? I don't think so, sir. Hey, he's right. For all we know, we could be the one who sent those things after us in the first place. Either way, I'm gonna pass too. There's no way I'm getting involved in another battle with those things. It won't make any difference whether I join you or not. Actually, I'll probably just get in your way. What should we do, brother dearest? Oh, we're definitely staying out of it. I'll never allow you to be put in such a dangerous situation, sister dearest. Sounds like we got a bunch of lily-livered pacifists here. I have always said peacetime would turn the next generation soft. But that's why I made sure to recruit a diverse bunch. It takes all sorts to win a war, as they say. There's no time for further discussion, so I'll make do with all of those willing to fight. Just the three of us? From the look of it, this is just a scouting party. Not much to them. You three should be plenty. All the better if I don't have to worry about anyone else dragging me down. An incompetent ally can only be as much trouble as an enemy. We'll see who's incompetent once we get out there. Next, no time to waste. You three follow me to the war room. I thought it was me, Clown Girl, Serious Girl, and Brian Fury though. With his eyes flashing in a familiar red. Well, she really likes the blackboard feature. I said before that you would all be killed if this school fell to the enemies, but the truth is there's much more at stake here. Your friends, families, everything you hold dear from your lives in the Tokyo residential complex. If we lose the war, all of that will be forfeit. You see what I mean when I said you have no choice but to fight? Mull it over. If any of you change your mind, the war room is right down the hall. With those parting words, Sayori left, followed by Hiroki, Takamura, and Daruma. Everything we hold dear, but how could that have anything to do with this? Sayori, did he do something to Kaoru? Could he have taken our friends and families hostage? Don't let him rattle you. That's exactly what he wants. Odds are it's all just lies and empty threats. Your imagination jumps to the worst case scenario and he uses that fear to control you. Yeah, that's gotta be it. I mean, there's no way any of this is for real, right? They wouldn't really kill us, would they? This is real life. Stuff like this just doesn't happen. Lies, empty threats. I'm not sure about any of that. Sayori is shady for sure. I'm not about to believe everything he says without questioning it. But what if he's not lying? Is that a risk I'm willing to take? What if I really do die? I've seen firsthand the carnage those monsters are capable of. Shouldn't I try to fight back, or at least offer some kind of resistance? Can I really afford to stand idly by and do nothing? Say, what do you think of all that? Everything you hold dear will be forfeit, stuff like that. Not just, he was just making that up to scare us, right? I wish I knew. Then what do we know? I don't want to have to be fight those things again. Just thinking about it makes me queasy. So vomiting is like her thing? That's her gimmick? I'm really starting to worry about this girl. Okay, let's rate everyone so far. Okay, we have little Shoma, kind of a wiener, a lot of grounds for improvement, so I'm gonna put him in C tier. So he didn't even fight in the complex. When the monsters attacked, they busted open my house real bad, so I grabbed my dog and got out of there. Okay, protected his dog. That's... yeah, okay. Seri showed up at that point and kept telling me to fight, but I couldn't have done that even if I wanted to. In the end, he had to stab me with that weird dagger himself, and then I passed out. Next thing I know, I was here. I guess all of us went through the exact same thing. I wonder if there's a reason for that. There's really nothing special about me. I'm just a regular weakling. When there's trouble, I run away. That's all I know. My whole life's been one long string of problems to run from and confrontations to avoid. Doesn't sound like this guy is going to join the fight anytime soon. Okay, Kako. I mean, Kako, we really don't know a whole lot about her. She seems alright. Out of her and her brother, she seems to have her head screwed on slightly better. Everything you hold dear will be forfeit. So I'm gonna say a low B for Kako. And this motherfucker, he's in C. He's in C. Didn't hearing that bother you at all? None the slightest. The only thing I hold dear is my darling sister. So long as she remains safe, those monsters can reduce the whole world to rubble, for all I care. But what if she's not safe? What if those things get in and kill us all? Well, then we'd have a problem. Whatever happens, my dear sister's safety has to come first. So I'll just have to hope that these three maniacs do their best out there. You're just going to leave everything to them? You're not going to get involved yourself? Absolutely not. If anything happened to me, who'd take care of my dear sister? I have to take care of my own safety too, so I can be by her side. So I can be by her side night and day for the rest of our lives. I still don't get these twins deals, but it's clear they only care about themselves. Okay, this dude I'm kind of intrigued by. I get a kind of interesting vibe from him. I think I like his tech wear. It's pretty sick. So I'm gonna say low B. Low B. Being kidnapped was bad enough, but being told to fight monsters, there's nothing to think about. That's where I draw the line. There's nothing more going on here than that meets the eye. What do you mean? I can't say for sure, but I know it's not a good idea to act without sufficient information. Maybe if we can learn who's really behind this and what they want, it'd be a different story. Maybe, but that doesn't change the fact that the three of us have decided to fight. They'll be risking their lives to protect us while we do nothing. Doesn't that seem kind of unfair? I get where you're coming from, and I'm worried about them too, naturally, but they made me... I feel like this guy's gonna do something fucked up, but they made the choice to fight off their own free will. I don't think we can stop them. Just like we can't change the minds of those of us who have decided to abstain. I want to get out of here just as much as the rest of you. I can feel condition getting worse already. Oh, condition. This guy is like D tier. I have no respect for inferior male. I never understand it. I don't believe in him, and I don't like him. Even if we leave our school, we'd never get past that wall of flames. Plus, we don't even know where we are, how to get back to the complex from here. That doesn't mean we should give up. There's got to be something to help us. Although, now that you mention it, I have to know where to start. It's not like we're going to find a big red button with an escape written on it. Oh, what rotten luck. This is so messed up. I mean, you could try to fight your way out. I'm not a fighter, so I'm just a regular dude. You'd have to screw loose to try and want to fight those things. What I did to deserve a life like... God, this fucking guy. I wish I could have been born in a rich or won the lottery or something. And then finally, this girl. I'm not super into the vomiting thing, but I do think her design is cute. I'm gonna go low B tier. Say, what do you think of all that everything you hold dear will be forfeit stuff? He was just making that up stuff to scare us, right? I wish I knew. Then,
That's right, boys. Mondo cool.
Milo S, thank you for the €2 super chat, or $2 super chat. What's this art style called? It looks like Naruto. I think this is just Dangan Ronpa. This is just what Dangan Ronpa arts looks like. Then what do you do? I don't want to fight those things. Just thinking about it again makes me queasy. Yeah, okay, vomiting is her gimmick. Okay, tempted to drop her down to a C, but we'll leave it for now. Now I know what I had to do. I headed for the door. Someone called out to me. Takumi, where are you going? No way, you're not going to join those three psychos, are you? Aren't you scared? Those monsters could tear you apart. I know that. And of course I'm scared. I'm terrified. Who wouldn't be? But I made somebody a promise. I said I'd protect her no matter what happens. Someone, thank you for picking up some merch from mypatchwolves.com.
No matter what.
Oh, that was such a corny line. I hope they don't lean on that too hard. Rush Down, thank you for the subscription. Appreciate it.
Promise?
No idea what we could be in danger for right now. The idea that we could be in danger right now scares me more than anything. This person, is she somebody you hold dear, Sayori? Yeah, I guess she is. Luna Mothwings, thank you for the raid. Appreciate it. You did sound pretty cool. Don't give me too much credit. I'm not about to run all guns blazing. I won't be the only one fighting, so if things look bad, I can always hang back and let the others take some of the slack. With enough lucky breaks, I can fudge my way to victory, no problem. That's not a real positive attitude you got there. Yeah, people tell me I'm too positive for my own good. Ato. Alright, if that's your decision, I won't stop you. Ato. Just don't go die out there. Takumi, I'll try not to. I opened up the classroom door and ran out into the hall. Hey everyone, here for the Dangan Tactics. Hope you're all well. Thank you, Luna Mothwings. So far, I think it's pretty cool. I've been enjoying it. It does look like the kind of school, I guess. Still not quite what I was expecting. But that can wait. The others are going to the war room, right? I better go catch up with them. Press S to open the menu from here. You can save load. Okay. Let's save real quick. Go down, go up. I quite like how these little bits look. Hello. Is this thing on? Testing 1, 2, 3. This thing is right. Just remind that the war room is on the 3rd floor. Anyone who doesn't want to be branded a coward can join us here anytime. 3rd floor, huh? Oh, that's cool. Like, the presentation is already a lot higher than the Dangan Ronpa games, which is kind of nice. Oh, you coming too, Takumi? This mean you made up your mind to fight? Yes, I figured you guys could use all the help you can get. That's assuming you'll be of any help at all. Man, Hiroko needs to fucking chill. That's the old Last Defense Academy fighting spirit. I know you'd come around, Sumino. I didn't exactly have a lot of choice the way you threatened us. You wound me with your cruel words, soldier. That was just some friendly advice. If there was any chance your inaction would have dire consequences for your loved ones, you'd want to know about it, wouldn't you? What does that even mean? I'll explain later. Right now, protecting the school takes priority. Now then. I want to see the transformations of the other dudes. Take up your infusers. You remember how those work, right? Just shove them in your chest and they'll pump you full of that sweet, sweet hemo anime. With that much power on your side, securing victory should be a cinch. Once you're fully juiced up, use the launch pads to get down onto the battlefield. Then we just have to eliminate all the enemies, right? Let's get that started. About time, let's do this. I could do this. I can find a way to make it work somehow. I've beaten those things once, and I can do it again. I just have to do it like I did back home.
Don't be so modest. You can do it if you try, Taki.
Hemo anime.
Everybody ready for battle? It's your first time since the entrance exam, so feel free to go crazy out there.
Cruz Dominguez with the $5 super chat. Hey John, quick question. Are you morphing into Andy Warhol on purpose or by accident? Purely by accident, Cruz.
Draw out every last reserve of strength and bathe in the blood of your enemies.
Okay, let's see the transformations. Oh, sick. Oh, this is fucking cool.
Attention! All troops stand ready. Let the battle commence. This is it, soldiers. Hope you're all ready. The building has a barrier around it, but it can't stand up to attacks for very long. If its integrity level falls to 0, the enemy will waltz right in, and then it's game over for all of us. Keep an eye on how the barrier's holding up, and eliminate all threats to the school. Exercise your powers of observation, strategy, and merciless cruelty to their utmost. This is an honest-to-goodness battlefield, so keep your wits about you, unless you want to end up with a hole in your head.
In a defensive battle, you will lose if the barrier generator is destroyed. Protect it until the very end and destroy all the enemies. Lose condition. Any one ally dies in battle, barrier gets destroyed. Okay, let's see what these dudes can do. Special discipline adds 1 attack for every enemy defeated per turn.
My turn.
Each member of the special defense unit has a unique ability known as the specialist skill. Learn each character's skill and use them to your advantage in battle. Hiroko is an attacker that specializes in hard-hitting attacks. She automatically gains 1+ attack for each enemy she kills during 1 turn from her specialist skill, Special Discipline. Okay. Launch a powerful attack at a single enemy. Damage all enemies in front of you with a small area. Defensive stance. Heals status effects. Also heals fatigue. Adds 3 armor. Okay, let's go for Carnial Fracture. And let's use it on this dude.
Take this. Oh, it's satisfying.
This doesn't feel half bad.
I could get used to this.
A fart you are concerned about asked is one of the chosen showing that I'm gonna play more fucking XCOM and I'm gonna do better next time, okay? I will start a game from the ground up and prove that I'm good at XCOM.
Oh, dang, girl! How'd you get to be so strong?
Strong don't even begin to cover it. Where'd you get all that power?
I told you I was stronger than you. I suggest you pay better attention in the future.
Is there a reason you're so much stronger than the rest of us, though?
What gives you the right to question me? At any rate, it's none of your concern.
You said that you'd do better at Dangan Ronpa as well from Mumbly Plays things. And I did! And I did!
If you have time
Kinda!
pointlessly, I suggest you use it more constructively and take out some of the weaker enemies.
Yeah. You're awesome, we get it. I'm just glad you're on our side. Now let's get back in there. I'm itching to bust some heads. Let's give it to him.
Takamaru is a great defender with superior mobility and defense. He has a skeleton bike and a baseball bat. He automatically gains +1 armor for each space move from his specialist skill, Special Rampage. Okay, out of my way. Damage all adjacent enemies. Defensive stance. So if we move him here, he's going to take out all these dudes. Nice. Armor provides temporary defense that can absorb damage that would otherwise diminish your HP. It's only effective during the turn it was used. Okay, and so what does Darumi do? Darumi is a mid-range support specialist that can provide support attacks and gain a lot of voltage. Darumi's special skill, Special Sick Day, will make her feel low when she gets fatigued. This will then change all her skills to their low counterparts. Homicide. Launch a cross-shaped... Oh, I see. Nice.
Let's go.
Takumi is an easy-to-use character with great balance of range and strength attacks. You can redo battles by selecting his specialist skill, Special Redo, from the menu. Okay, let's go take out some monsters. That's legit. That game's rough. Sometimes you You just get hell shit, rock twice in a row in a live stream. That is exactly what happened. Okay, I'm gonna use her.
Now then, to business.
Carneal Fracture Max. Okay, I want to use her to take out the little bear dudes because they seem like trouble. Oh, shit, she can't reach it. Okay. So she's really strong. She doesn't have much range. Okay, let's use him to take it. Use Side Slash and take out these dudes. And as for her,
Here we go!
she might take a little damage from him, but let's give it a shot.
Time to move.
And let's turn her this away.
Now then, to business. Out of my way. Time for
Okay,
battle.
let's use her to take out the big dude.
That's right, boys. Mondo Cool.
I just watched the Roman Reigns video, and I have to say, you are a phenomenal storyteller. The gravitas during intense moments is spine-chilling.
Hauling ass!
Oh, thank you, Chroma2006. I appreciate that. Yeah, you know, the Roman Reigns video, it took a lot of work, but I am really proud of how it ended up. Like, I think it's a fun video, and like the response to it has just been, you know, really, really crazy, and I appreciate the hell out of that. And have we done it in a... Okay. So he kind of needs to heal. Because he's not really going to do a whole lot. But can we do this voltage attack with him? Because we seem to have a lot of voltage.
Let's do this.
Ain't got nothing on me. Consumes voltage to activate special attack and inflict stun on user.
Eat my dust.
I love those portraits. Okay, awesome.
Did we win?
Ha! Was that it? I was expecting more of a challenge. I feel dumb forever being scared of these guys.
You were actually scared of them. For all your bluff and bluster, you're just as much of a coward as the others.
Hey, I ain't no coward. I'll take you on anytime.
Nice work, troops. No one would think this was your first real battle.
But it wasn't. We fought him once already.
Oh, right. Of course you did.
What even are those monsters anyhow? Ain't it about time you spilled the beans?
Oh, they are a violent and pernicious race. The enemy of all...
Well, that's ominous. Can you be a little more specific?
Are they like demons from another dimension? Time-traveling aliens? Experimental bioweapons gone wrong? Oh, how about all of the above? They were created as living weapons but escaped to another dimension where a PMC controlled by demonic entities sent them into the past to destroy the future.
That theory's way too busy.
To tell you the truth, we haven't been able to determine their true nature just yet. All we know is that they're determined to get inside this school. As such, I've decided to designate them School Invaders.
I mean, sure.
Invaders, huh?
Lucky for us, the undying flames stop them from getting too close. Most of the time, but every now and then, some extra strong ones break through somehow. Your special defense unit exists to deal with such attacks, as and when they occur.
But why are they attacking the school to begin with?
They're after a certain special something hidden deep within the school. If that falls into the hands of the invaders, humanity is as good as
extinct? Like, our entire species?
So we're legit fighting to save humanity here? Dude, that is freaking sweet!
But the scale here doesn't make sense. I'm having trouble seeing how this school and the future...
I don't get it either. But then again, I'm a straight-up student, so there's a lot of stuff I don't get.
Everyone stop talking!
What's the matter?
My radar display is lighting up like a fireworks show. We're not up. We've got another enemy approaching fast.
Oh shit. Well, that's not a little teddy bear. That's a giant dragon made of bones.
The hell, man? You want us to fight that thing?
Size isn't everything. I don't believe it'll give me any trouble.
Yeah, baby!
Hurry! We have to save her!
No fucking way.
No way. No freaking way.
Corpse recovery unit, deploy. There, we got her body back safe and sound.
How can we relax? One of our friends just died.
Just focus on the back. That's the invaders, Commander. It's gonna be on a whole different level to anything you've
She'll
fought
walk it
so
off.
far.
Yeah, is she...
He's right.
I don't think they killed her. I don't think they're pulling the girl from the first game.
But...
Don't let it get to you, man.
Huh?
You let the situation get to you, you lose your cool. You lose your cool, you lose... We've come this far, we gotta keep going to the end. There'll be time for mourning and...
God damn.
Man, that's a pretty sick... That's real Yu-Gi-Oh vibes there. I feel like I would pick that dude out of a deck.
This commander's are real. Conventional weapons don't have any effect on it. That's where you're starting to see why the special defense unit is so important.
Why is Hemo Anima the only thing that works?
Hemo Anima.
It's the only thing standing between humanity and annihilation at the hands of the invaders. Oh, by the way, those drones from earlier are getting tuned up. So try your best to avoid any further casualties.
Easy for you to say. We're the ones risking...
Okay. Lose condition. Any allies die in battle, barrier generator is destroyed. When voltage reaches 100 or more, you will be able to use Boost Hemo Anima in addition to special attacks. Boost Hemo Anima powers your allies in a variety of ways and will remain in effect for the entirety of battle. And boost Hemo. Okay, let's boost this girl.
All right, let's get started. I can hardly contain myself. Time to move.
Actually, no.
I'll chop you to pieces.
Can we move her again?
To business. Out of my way.
Cool. Okay.
Let's give it
Now
to
with
him.
this dude out of my way, we're gonna bring him here. Oh shit, he can counter? Oh, we're actually kind of taking a beating. Okay, let's get this dude out of there.
Here we go.
Yeah, that dragon counters us every time. That sucks.
My turn.
And fun fact, Queen Kathy already completed this game last week. Well, god damn it! Okay, oh man, this is actually kind of tricky. Because I need to make sure these guys can't destroy the school. But that dude is a rampaging.
Let's give it to him. Rev it up.
You're doing great! Don't stop until you've wiped them all out!
She is low on health.
I'll chop you to pieces. How satisfying. I can still fight.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay, let's... Okay, so she can't move.
I can still fight.
We'll add some armor. I am glad we did the defensive stance. Okay, let's try special attack, Cruel Death's Laments.
Show me your insides.
God damn, he just counters with that every time. Stun will disable all actions until the end of the next turn. There are very few ways to remove the effect, so be cautious as you fight. Oh, that's bad. That is really bad.
Let's go.
Let's kill these little dudes.
Let's freaking go.
Can we do anything left with her? No. She is so close to being dead, which is very troubling.
Let's do this.
Okay, I think I want to move her first. Shit, she's stunned. Oh, that's so bad.
I've got this.
I want to attack him, but any... Although I think she's going to be safe. Let's give it a shot. Damn it! No, wrong. She is in the firing line.
Let's go. Takes more than that. Ready when you are. My turn. Not gonna cut it.
Oh, god damn it! Redo wave. When you redo a battle, you can receive a retry bonus. No.
Did
Nice work.
So I think the problem there is I hit the boss like too many times while everyone was next to him, so he just got his ass kicked. I think the best way to deal with him would be to attack him with the biker dude, because when the biker dude attacks, he builds up armor, and so the boss won't be able to fuck him up the same way.
The hell, man? You want us to fight that thing?
Size isn't everything. I don't believe it'll give me any trouble.
It's a weird choice to bring you back to the start of the cutscene and not the start of the battle. The XCOM anime stream experience. So I figured if you don't like games with conflict, then maybe you should go play Just Dance LOL. No way, that might be too complicated and skillful for you. I got it, sexy hiking. God fucking damn it.
Those true convention.
Okay, what if we boost this guy? Attack boost, move again. Okay, I'm gonna save that for healing fatigue. Oh, do they want me to use it? Okay.
Hauling ass! I'm all fired up! Full throttle!
Okay, yeah, this is a good way to go about it. Because he has so much armor built up now that it's going to take ages before like that enemy can do anything to it, like anything really nasty to him. It's going to make a few things a little slower, but I do want to keep this girl out of the way until she builds up enough for a special attack. Oh.
Hauling ass! Let's do this! Rev it up!
Wait, so I can just keep moving with this dude until I'm out of AP. Okay. So you don't actually have to move any given character on a said turn. You can move them. You could basically blow your whole turn on one character if that's what you're going for. Interesting. Shit. That's okay. Okay, let's get this dude over here and taking out these guys. And now he has 6 armor, so he's going to be good to go fight the dragon again. But in the meantime, first, let's get these guys out of the way. This is fun. This is really, really cool.
Take this.
If you don't spend AP, you carry it over to the next turn. Interesting.
All right, let's get started.
Good to go.
It feels like a bit of a waste using it on just these dudes, but they'll attack the school if I don't.
Take this.
Hauling ass!
That's attack 7+1.
My turn.
Attack 6.
Ready whenever.
Attack 6. Okay, he actually has the best attack, the best special attack out of any of them.
Let's freaking go!
Turn. I can't seem to get him to turn here. Okay, let's just go for a regular attack now.
You're doing great! Full throttle! Let's give it to him!
So if we move him there... That's okay. So I forgot that he actually gets armor for the amount he moves. So if we move him here, that's 3 armor. And if we move this dude, we can make him do the side slash, but not actually be in the range of the attack, I think. Ah. And then make him do the special attack. Stun will disable all actions. Okay, but now we should be able to use the hemo thing to make that work. And we can also use cranial. Okay, I want to build up her defenses. Okay, so I think the way this is going to work is one... Oh shit, we can't use it there. One character is going to build up their attack. So defensive stance. Build up their defense.
Alright, let's get started.
My turn. Takes more than that.
So now he has 6 armor. This is really cool. And now we can actually attack without worrying about taking a bunch of crazy damage. That was really cool. I'm very impressed with like the depth of the tactics in it and like just the cool shit you're able to do.
Going after it now would only play into their hands. You'll have to finish that one off some other day. All in all, a decent first mission. Go ahead and dispel your hemo anima and...
S tier. See, chat? See? I'm a tactical genius.
Hooray!
This is no time to celebrate. A girl died out there, you sick bastard. Is she actually dead? Oh, come on. I just wanted to give you some positive affirmation. It's a management thing. He's right. Settle down. Yelling isn't going to do us any good. Don't tell me you're okay with what just happened. It's war. People die. That's the whole idea. Is she actually dead? And it's not like she meant anything to me. We only met a couple of hours ago. If anything, you're a stranger and for getting so worked up about a total stranger. You got a real attitude problem, you know that? I know I said not hitting girls was ironclad rule, but I figure for you I could make a loophole. I mean, open-handed strikes barely count as real hits, right? Just try it. I'd twist your body into a double helix in return. Sounds like this case, the DNA stands for don't know arg. Come on, guys. We shouldn't fight amongst ourselves. Just as the tension room seemed strained to the breaking point, the door flew open with a clatter and... I thought it was going to be the dead girl. Are you guys alright? No, asshole. We ain't alright. The emo chick with the creepy laugh got killed. For real? She actually died? You guys are watching? Yes, the monitor in the classroom broadcast the whole battle. Honestly, I'm not sure if I approve. I do have a... This is from Gross Dragon XCOM. I do have a question for you. You decided to give Wooly some fear at Magfest with the Vengeance era, then in Elimination Chamber, John Cena turned heel. Are you and John Cena the versus Wolves? I know that you were in a friendship era, but still, I mean, we're in a forgiveness era. We're in a, versus Wolves is in a forgiveness era. It's a very different thing to a friendship era. And you did some evil thing like dumping a GF because of her hairstyle, and then something about a little girl, and you blamed Wooly on Dokapon. I rest my case. Lol. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Honestly, I'm not going to share if I approve my dear sister being exposed to explicit content. That was the first time I've ever saw a person die. I still don't believe it. I know they say reality is cruel and all that, but that seriously can't be happening. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's all a dream, just one big messed up nightmare. What do I have to do to wake up? Should I just pinch myself real hard?
If you guys had grown a pair and fought like the rest of us, emo chick wouldn't have gotten cornered the way she did.
She knew what she was getting into, and when she agreed to go out there, and there's every chance things would have still ended up like this.
What? You think we should have hung back like you did? We'd all have been wiped out then.
Why do you keep saying lol like League of Legends? Because, Mr. Doctor, when I started using the word lol, League of Legends didn't exist, and it's how old people say it, I guess. Oh, so Wooly decided to forgive you? I refuse to even dignify that with a response.
Someone.
But then the door opened up again, and we were joined by an unexpected guest.
Hey, guess who's back?
I thought so.
Huh? Oh, what's the matter, guys? Is my makeup smudged or something? Oh, man. How embarrassing. Just give me a shovel so I can bury myself and hide, am I right?
Never mind that. How are you alive?
Is she a ghost? Man, wouldn't that be cool? I'm not, though. Just your girl, Darumi Yamamiya, in the flesh. I don't know what happened, but I basically came back to life.
Okay. It's not just for fighting, you know. In case of it can also reconstruct and reanimate organic tissue. If one of you falls in battle, we send a drone to recover the body post-haste. Then it's the matter of getting inside one of the recovery pods in the infirmary, simulating your remaining hemomonia and hemoanima, and boom, you rise from the grave. What would Wooly even need to forgive? After all, you failed every attempt to get back at him. Yeah, Wooly is not the one forgiving. I'm ignoring the fucking lunacy that is the rest of your comment. Wooly is not the one that it needs to forgive anything. You don't have to believe me, but there's some pretty strong evidence standing right in front of you, would you say? Common sense has gone right out the window now. You think it's going to turn out we're inside a super immersive viewer game or something? That's just your narrow viewpoint of what's normal talking. All of you from the Tokyo residential complex are like that. This game sure has exposition. So that would be my one big criticism with the game so far. Cutscenes that should maybe take like 40 seconds take 5 minutes, and it's like everyone just says everything too much, and it makes me just want to keep going. Or it makes me want to skip everything, you know? Just remember, you're only immortal while you remain on school grounds. The recovery drones can't get past the firewall. And if the invaders manage to get any damage to the recovery pods, you'll be stuck with one life you've got. You'll be back to the regular old mortals, one life, and then it's gone for good. In other words, if we want to stay alive, we have to keep fighting off the invaders. Now you're getting it, Sumino. Keep on fighting like the good little soldiers you are, and you'll be fine. Whoa, hold on a minute. Now that I think about it, not being able to die has a major downside. We can't hold a killing game like this. How are we supposed to murder each other if we're all immortal? That's part of the problem with it. One more thing, just to set your minds at ease. When you're all revived, you also get a new bomb implanted in you, as good as new. That's supposed to comfort us. At any rate, we've prepared for everything. Now you can fight to your heart's content, right? Absolutely not. I'm more against it now than ever. Fucking conscientious objector over here. Come back afterwards. Fatal injuries, still gonna hurt. It hurt like hell when it happened to me. It was so bad, I thought I was gonna die. You did die. In that case, I'm out. I can't allow anything that would cause my sister any pain. Young people these days are so self-centered. We're talking about the future of humanity here, you know? Like you said, if the invaders secure a special something from inside school, humanity will be wiped out, correct? That's right. Oh, I love that drawing of him. If you lose this war, Homo sapiens will be a thing of the past. Naturally, the Tokyo residential complex will be obliterated too. So yeah, I think this game like is pretty fucking cool. I think the characters are really fun. Like I immediately like most of the cast, or like I think they're at least interesting. Like I don't like the weird sister dude, but I'm curious to where that story is going. And like the world setup and everything, like it's very Dangan Ronpa, but it's cool. I think the most impressive thing about this game is how good the tactics feel and how well considered they feel. Like, obviously, I'd need to play more to know, like, if there's proper depth to it. But I'm genuinely, like, I'm really, like, impressed by how fun those battles are. So, yeah, no, it seems fucking cool. Guys, I'm going to leave it at that because I got to grab some dinner and work some overtime because we have a video coming out in a couple of days. I'm going to leave you all with the Frog promo. Remember, capital letters, for all one word, Frog time for a discount. Guys, I love you. Might do a stream before I go to PAX. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe Monday. Keep an eye on the schedule. But if not, I will see you guys soon, okay? Bye-bye. The frog. Noble, elegant, wise, the thinking man's dog. The new Eye Patch Wolves Frog Tea from guest artist Speederoo. Available now from eyepatchwolves.com.